I'm going to do another clap, because... Katie's like, claps! Clap, clap, clap. 3, 2...
Oh, I'm sorry.
3, 2, 1...
You were just like, clap,
oh, I'm
clap.
sorry.
I'm like, all right, you got it.
I was like, let's clap. And Cam was like, Johnny on the spot. He appreciated it. He appreciated me.
He just does his best, and he appreciates you for doing it.
Gotta work on that impulse control.
Guys, we have a full table.
Hooray!
It's been a minute.
We missed this.
It's been a minute. I'm so happy we all get to play together. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. So, to review a little bit about what happened last time, since we had a few people missing, the Platinum Auction had taken place, and you all, after having a very full night of buying things, gambling, getting kicked out, you decided to return to your hotel that Cassandra Delvive had gotten for you. Did you make it? No. So you made your way to the hotel, the Maruvian whatever I called it, the Maruvian something hotel, sure, where Cassandra had booked a room for you, and you all had a, for lack of a better term, come to Jesus moment, come to Aurora moment, where you were all discussing the events of the night and trying to wrestle with the facts and some of the moral implications of telling a recently woken up construct who seems to take things very literally to go gamble with you, and also to execute upon orders that it did not fully understand the context of, as morality is something that has to be explained to this construct, as it is unfamiliar with this term. However, with all of the rising emotions and tensions, you all decided to go your separate ways for the evening. Some of you going downstairs and having a drink, and just kind of taking a break and trying to level set with each other as Osadi and Loston tried to find common ground to some success.
That was a failure.
We'll say.
Bar none. Critical fail.
We'll see. But for the rest of your party, you decided to make your way out into the streets of the night after a little bit of inebriation and just talk about life. And a very heartfelt connection was made between Diana and Corvum, while Six was able to witness this. Meanwhile, Kenia passed out, mainly because you weren't here, and so we just said, Kenia's asleep. So, you all woke up the next day, different distractions occurred between conversations, but one key thing that I brought into this world was this puzzle box that took up a significant amount of time of last time's session, which was great. It's fine. That's why I gave it to you. I wanted it to be something tactile that you could work with. But you worked with the puzzle box, made some progress, found some conundrums as part of that, and all the while, Diana and Loston had some brewing tension that had been sitting there for weeks at this point, and Diana finally took matters into their own hands and beat the living crap out of Loston, who almost died, may I remind you, with two failed death saves before Osadi was finally like, all right, maybe I should heal them.
But they waited to heal me.
Good.
So you were drowning on the floor on 2 failed death saves.
We were doing something
I was like,
wonderful.
if she rolls a natural 1, she's dead.
That's what I was saying. Like,
and the druid is not here. I was like, this could be bad. Needless to say, crisis averted. And while this discussion was taking place, Six decided to take to the skies in one of their flight forms. A large rock, which was relatively obscured by the clouds and the height that they were flying at, until they decided to fly very low to the ground. And looking, per their last directive they were given, for people in need or cultists. And that was it.
I love me a cultist.
Wow.
Yes.
Glad to have
Yes,
you
you
back.
do.
Yep. To which Six did find somebody in need. Ended up selling for a basket of fruit and foods, a +1 magical item to all of their stats, which was a terrible idea. But Six was following the directive. Fast forwarding a bit, there was some interaction with the guards, but eventually guards came and gathered you all and said, there are certain things you can't do in the city, and you should go to the Hall of the Light Guard in order to get more information about what is okay, what is not okay, i.e. flying without a flight license, and 2, helping out those in need if you're not a sanctioned group, which perturbed many of you, especially Osadi. Although we'll get to the implications of that and your experience with that shortly. You took your time to head your way to the Hall of Light Guard, in the process going back and attaining this item that Six had sold off, scaring this commoner into oblivion as he went running, screaming, as this elf called him all sorts of slurs and awful things. And it was great. And that is where we left off. However, before we pick up with all of you, we're going to pick up with Diana, as at the very end of the session, with a successful stealth roll, made their way into the room of a sleeping Kenia and took the bag of holding off your belt that has the Staff of Nex inside of it.
Just gonna borrow that.
Now,
Why?
you are asleep. However, you are a elf who only has to be in a trance for 4 hours.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So, if I can have you roll just a straight perception check,
Oh.
and I believe your roll last time was a 16.
Something like that, yeah.
I believe it was a 16.
Pull
So
this
we will set
together.
that as the DC.
16?
16 is the DC for your perception.
Don't be like that. Just because you have a plus
You're
9
right,
does
you're
not
right,
mean
you're right. As a
nothing.
matter of fact,
She's gonna burn her heroic inspiration.
Yeah, exactly.
Gee, already, huh?
Please, Lord, please, Lord, please.
I don't think we need to invoke the Lord on this.
Whoa, whoa,
one.
whoa, whoa,
I was
whoa,
about to say cast guidance, and I'm like, you're asleep. You don't know to cast. You can't.
That's a 15 plus 9. I think I did it.
So, as you feel a slight tug
That's your
on
dice.
your belt,
Love to see
you, being very trained to watch out for yourself when you're on your own, a disturbance around you, you immediately kind of open your eyes, because you're in a safe place, at least you thought. And as you kind of open your eyes, you see the familiar visage of Diana reaching low, untying the bag of holding off your belt. What would you like to do?
Instantly, hold on to my bag of holding. Slap Diana. I am promised to Alden.
Okay, that is not what this is about.
Are you not trying to unclothe me in my slumber? Listen. I do think you are not harsh on the eyes. But Alden has my heart.
I blush a little bit, but
I would think it's best if we don't tell anyone. And we could just, I promise, I'm not going to look at, I'm honored.
Okay. I'm gonna stop you right there. Okay. Oh God. I was not here to address you. No.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. You are not hard on the eyes, but you're taken. All right.
I am.
What I'm trying to take is the bag of holding here.
Why?
My staff is inside.
The staff hasn't really done good things.
Yeah, I'm aware, but just trust me here. I can handle this. I need to take care of this.
Okay, but if you lose yourself in this,
I won't. I promise. In fact, why don't you come with me?
okay,
I mean, you're not doing anything important, right?
not at all.
All right, great. So, this never happened. Let's go.
Okay.
I will ask you, Diana, where are you going?
God, how fucking awkward was that? Okay. The
That's
first
an opener
thing-
right there.
What time is it?
It is about 10 a.m.
10 a.m.?
It's
Okay.
relatively early in the day. You guys started looking at the puzzle box as soon as you woke up, got some breakfast, and then the majority of the group has made their way out to the Hall of the Light Guard.
Okay, let's see. I've never been in this city before, so I'm not particularly sure how to get there, but I would like to find the nearest sort of magic shop or the equivalent of, God, what was his name? Yes, Fervor Franks. If there's a
Sure.
equivalent to it.
If you would like to ask around, you can try to find some shops. Go ahead and just make a just a general persuasion check. I said what I said.
I'm going to say, like, investigation, no problem.
Well, okay.
Persuasion.
Persuasion or investigation. Fair enough. You're
Let's
absolutely
see.
right. You can do whichever one.
Oh, no, okay. Yes. So we went up from a -1 to a +0.
Ooh.
Heck yeah. Ooh. That's a 14. All right.
14. Okay. 14 total.
Yep.
What type of magic shop are you looking for? Specifically magical items or scrolls?
Magical items.
Magical items. Okay, great. As you begin to ask around, well, you begin to look, and you're obviously in a very, it's called the opulent district for a reason. There are beautiful front-facing shops and bakeries with wonderful, delightful smells coming out of them as you walk past these different structures and buildings. And you walk past jewel crafters, tea shops, individuals who craft fine wood and linens and garments. And as you're walking around, you do start to see an area that seems to be a little bit even nicer than that, that there's more guards in this area. And as you kind of think, well, magic items, probably more guards, you cut down that path and find yourself to a square that has a fountain in the middle of it. This beautiful statue of a tall male figure, long hair kind of carved in the stone with heavy armor on it with a symbol of Aurora emblazoned on the chest plate. If you would, either of you would like to make a history check, you can do so.
Sure. I mean, they're all Osadis to me. That's a nat 20.
That's a nat 20 for me too!
Oh my
I got a
gosh!
nat 22
Wow, we're
plus
rolling
5.
well. Synced
Okay.
up.
All right.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
Are those all the new dice?
No,
Yeah, I just
I'm
used
just rolling
mine.
really well tonight. and
That's
it's gonna
amazing.
crash
2
as
natural
soon as it's
20s.
important.
Okay. Have to reward that. That's awesome. As you look at the statue, immediately in both of your minds, and kind of whispered underneath your breath, you both say, Avalas. This is a statue in memoriam and remembrance of King Avalas, the king of the city of Samor back 600, 700 years ago, who, with a natural 20, some deep lore. Not only was a king of Samor, but also lover and co-ruler of the realm with Aurora.
Okay, I'm gonna
Right,
write
yep,
that
yep,
down.
yep.
Yeah,
A
okay.
mortal man who...
What was it? Avalos?
Avalas, Avalas. A mortal man who caught the affection of Aurora as her most devout follower, but also an individual of justice and above reproach. And they fell in love and were actually married. It was not something publicized, but there, with the natural 20, that began an era of people wondering if the gods were fit to rule. Specifically in this realm, as Aurora is the progenitor and creator of this realm, a divine being stooping to a level of marrying a mortal seemed beneath the god by some people. Some people thought this, others saw it as a great uniting of the divine and mortality. However, there were those who stood against it, and with a natural 20, that thread has continued throughout generations. There's always been opposers to the way that the city of Samor, after Aurora's disappearance and Avalas's disappearance, the disappearance of many of the gods of this realm that fought in the Sundering, they sought to distance themselves from the old ways of having Samor set apart as a holy city or as the prime city. There's a lot to Samor that is very historical, that is very grounded in this heavily entrenched religious dogma and belief of why the city was built in the first place. And I would say in more recent time, you know that the Council of Samor stands in stark opposition to the Church of Aurora and is actively seeking ways to distance the city entirely from this historical connection to the divine and set it up as a city that can stand on its own in the modern age.
You said it was the council, or did you say senate?
Council.
Okay.
Yeah, the Council of Samor. It's made up of several members. None of the names are coming to mind as you've not been in the city before, but you, with your monastic studies, have read deeply about history and understand this, and you being a druid connected to the earth. These are... some of it went through. You were like, that one time I was almost asleep. I do remember this story. But Kenia, being so connected to the earth and this realm because of your druidic tribe and tradition, this is a tale that was spoken of by fires growing up, of this ancient relationship between divine and mortal, and they didn't, the druids don't take sides on issues of this, but it was just more of a legend and a tale that was shared around a fire that comes to your mind of hearing this as a young child. But as you kind of, this memory, these images and memories fade as you kind of stare at this sculpture of Avalas, you look to where the eyes of this stone figure are looking, and as you look over that way, you do see the header on a shop called Riddlehead's Enchantments.
Okay. Alright, Riddleheads. I'll give just a simple nod to the statue.
Yeah.
He was like the finest shit 600 years ago. So, we're rolling on.
I mean, like the most chiseled jaw and like a perfectly trimmed goatee and like flowing black hair. Yeah, it's like chef's kiss, sculpted by the gods.
For the gods.
For the gods.
Tailor-made.
Tailor-made, some would say.
Crazy.
But as you make your way to the shop, there is a heavy wooden door with an iron knocker on it that you could attempt to enter if you wish to.
I just knock, I
Yeah.
suppose?
You knock, and as you hit it once, the door slides open a little bit.
Ominous.
Yeah, not creepy at all, guys.
So I'm going to go ahead and push through and enter this door.
You enter into... There's a bit of like... It almost smells like mustiness at first.
Of course.
But then you realize that it's this... You've been around enough magic and having spent some time in Furter Frank's shop. This is the remnants in the air of like arcane enchantment magic being cast. And it just kind of holds in the air as almost this like acrid but musty smell. And as you kind of sit in this space and walk in and look around, you see many glass cases, some with potions, some with amulets, full plate armor sitting on shelves out on display, shields hanging up on the walls, and staves. But you do see a fine counter with a purple kind of linen laid on top of it and across it, and it has in gold notation on it, Riddlehead's Enchantments. And you hear some movement in the back before you hear someone, I'll be right there, hold on.
Yeah, take your time. And I'm going to go and take a peer at the amulets.
Sure, you just take a look at the amulets. There's a smattering of them. There's amulets of protection, there's amulets of resistances. Anything in particular you're looking for?
I am looking for anything that has an enchantment of protection of good and evil or against poison.
Okay. You don't see anything readily available on the shelves. However, a few moments later, you see an individual kind of come out, wily white hair that's kind of partially combed, but it's still kind of fraying in some ways, and these tiny spectacles that sit on the nose of this older human male, probably in his 70s, a little bit of a hunch to his back. He goes, yes, I welcome to Riddlehead's Enchantments. What can I do for you?
Do y'all make custom enchantments or anything that gives like resistances and stuff like that?
Yes, we do contract work. We can create an item specific to your needs if you have a specific request.
Okay. Do you know the spell Protection of Good and Evil?
Yes. I believe we've crafted something for someone before in such a way.
Do you think you could make any sort of amulet, ring, bracer, it doesn't particularly matter to me, that could keep that on me or allow me to cast it quickly?
Sure. First, what is your name? You don't have to give your... It was more of a formal courtesy. I wasn't trying to pry.
I don't know if this is going to come back and bite me in the ass, so I'd rather remain anonymous.
Fair enough. Fine. So hold on. And he goes and grabs a tome and begins to flip through and he goes, yes. So, by the nature of this spell, I guess my question to you is this something that you wish to be in effect permanently, or something that you can cast as if in the moment spell?
Permanently.
Okay, all right. That will be an upcharge to have a spell that is permanently doing so. One way that we might be able to help with that, though, is...
Have you learned nothing?
One thing we may be able to do to help with the cost, though, is there's a variety of creatures that could be... that the wearer could be protected from. Is there a specific... creature or force that you're attempting to protect yourself from? Because if we are able to make an item that only does that, that might be more economical than prudent, rather than one that does everything, which I'm not sure has been done before.
Can I roll a religion check? Because I'm not particularly sure if Nex is considered a celestial or like a monstrosity.
Make a religion check.
That's a 7. Okay.
A 7?
Yeah.
By the nature of Nex being evil, you're not sure if they're an aberration or a fiend. You're not sure what they sit as.
Okay, you live in a holy city. You know the god Nex? You know, it was a big deal 600 years ago. Him and Roya kind of clashed and blew up the world a little bit. You know, remember that?
Well, I don't remember it. I wasn't here.
Well, are you familiar with it?
It rings a bell, but I don't know
That's
anything
good
about
enough.
it.
No.
What would you consider Nex to be?
God?
Not helpful, but, you know, let's narrow it down
I'm
a little
sorry.
bit.
I'm a magic shop, not a history shop.
Okay, so... Do you think he's a celestial? Do you think he's an aberration, a monster? What would you classify? It's kind of important here.
Per our contracts, it's not my purview to tell you what your item should be. I'm here to take requests.
That's like your
Wait, I have a beep boop stone. I could just ask Cassandra.
That's a great idea, because I was going to steal that later, but, you know, go ahead. I don't say that, but you know, go ahead.
Right.
Hey, Cassandra, what
Waste of
is
words.
next?
If she just says a god, you have to narrow it down a bit.
The isn't part of it.
The is part of it.
Specifically, beyond like a snake god.
Specifically.
That's
One word.
Kenya! Question mark.
Question mark. Question mark is the question mark, not the words question mark.
I would use one of these stone phones, okay?
Hope you're having a great day.
Oh my
my
goodness.
god.
Bye.
Great.
Adorable.
Goes off.
Yes. Now we wait.
About 5 minutes pass.
I'm
Perfect.
just staring at this man for 5 minutes.
You get a response back. A slight chuckle begins the message. Kenia, it's a pleasure to hear from you again. Nex is, by definition, a celestial because they are a god. Even though they are on the evil side of the pantheon or spectrum of pantheon, they do classify as a celestial. I'm doing well.
Great.
Tell Corvum I said hello. That's all.
Oh, of course.
You can't respond.
I know. Celestial. Got your
Okay,
back.
you heard the rock, a celestial. Protection from celestials.
Protection from celestials. Okay, all right. If you will give me a moment, I will do some calculations with some of my associates to figure out a price that this may cost to do this spell, this enchantment. So, if you'll please wait a moment and busy yourself with the shop. And they kind of take a moment to go back and start to... You hear some shuffling. You do hear some conversation in the back with another voice that you've not seen yet. But the conversation is just kind of discussing what you've said and hearing back and forth. You do hear at one point what? That's what? I mean, maybe we could do it.
I can hear you judging me! This is why I wanted to be anonymous. This is exactly why.
Well, you kept your name a secret. But if you need help, I still have some money.
Did you just call me broke?
No.
You're broke. Why'd you say that?
I'm just lightening.
How much money do you have? We're gonna go coin by coin right here. That's how I'm gonna spend my
I have
time.
150 platinum and 74 gold.
Well, I have Did you say 150? So what?
Platinum.
How much is that? Oh God, conversions. I think I have more than you. So. Meh.
Oh, well, okay. I was just trying to offer a helping hand. I think you're making the right decision.
How do you all have so much platinum?
You paid a lot of
I
money
have
for
so much
that,
money.
for that thing that.
So what's the game plan here?
Well, I need to have a conversation with, the old big serpent upstairs.
Okay, and,
So, I need just a little bit of protection in case things go south. They probably will go south because, I'm pretty sure he does not appreciate y'all, whatever it is y'all did to me back
save
there.
you?
I don't know what you did, but it really pissed him off.
Yeah, that happens. If he says things that sound too good to you, don't listen. Because I think that's what got you in the place where you are right now.
Thanks. Yeah, something like that.
Well, you have all of us, some of us. You have Osari, you have Corvum, and you have me. And we are I haven't really gotten to know Six much.
So cheesy.
But we got your back all the time. Always and forever.
I just pat Kenia on the head. I appreciate it.
Of course. Anytime.
You hear Riddlehead begin to make his way back around the corner and goes, yes, so I've discussed with some of my associates, and we have a price specifically for protection from celestials and, per the spell, protection from evil and good. Until the spell ends, one willing creature you touch is protected against creatures that are aberration celestials, in this case only celestials. There's a list. The protection grants several benefits. Creatures of those types have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. The target also can't be possessed by, or charmed, or frightened by them. If the target is already possessed, charmed, or frightened by such a creature, that they gain advantage on a new saving throw against that effect. Now, above the table, this is intended for creatures of this type, right? Mm-hmm. There are many celestial type creatures. You are dealing with a god, so its effects may be warranted and provide you some protection for it, but just do keep in mind that this is
not going to be a save-all be-all, yeah.
Just keep in mind that this is a deity of ancient power that you are dealing with. However, as Riddlehead kind of completes his explanation of the spell and all the intricacies of what it's going to take to cast it and create it, he does say it's going to take them about 30 days to make with everything that they're doing. And it will be about 11,000 gold pieces.
Yeah.
11,000?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, that's...
What?
Wait, 11,000. Wait a minute. Let me do some maths here.
Yeah.
Sir, you are broke. You are a broke boy.
Uh-oh. That's a lot of money.
You may need some help from a certain someone.
Oh.
She don't have that money.
Go to the gambler.
I was referring to you, but
Oh, you know?
you did offer her.
Oh, I did. I don't know why I
That's
said
a lot
that.
of money.
The person that gambles?
Kenia,
Oh, me?
I mean, we spent money on a box.
I don't have that much.
how much do you have?
How much do I have?
You said 100 something?
I have 150 platinum.
I am
1,500
pretty
gold.
sure
Yeah. But that
they will die before they ask for your help.
I would sooner rob
Okay,
him.
we gotta ask Goldston. We got 9,000.
For 9,000 gold. Is that what you're suggesting?
Yes. Listen, I hit her over the... You hit her over the head. I take the bag. And I don't think she's promised to anyone. So if she wakes up, she can't do what I did to you.
Bruh.
You know what? What's my alignment? You said it's chaotic neutral.
I think mine is the same.
Would you be willing to take a down payment now and the rest upon completion?
Yes. Our typical down payment is 50% upfront.
Okay. Easy. Yeah, easy. We'll do that.
Is it?
It's gotta be. I've got 10,000 on me.
Wow!
So 5,000 gold, will that suffice as a down payment?
Yes, and then we can do the other
I mean, do they take organs?
6,500?
Yeah,
It's 11, right?
11. So
6,000.
6,000.
6,000.
Yeah.
Okay, 6,000 it is. Jesus Christ.
6K to go.
Oh, right. I'm going to start looking
I was
at my
just thinking,
inventory
where did all my
size.
money go? And
This is
I'm like,
stress I don't
the
have.
magic box.
When is my business going to take off?
I just have to... You know what?
Oh, maybe we should have a fight that Corvo...
I think I still have a few dragon scales on me. Right? You know, piddle those on the counter to maybe knock that down.
Yeah,
a bit.
you want to ask about? Yeah, ask.
Would raw resources valuable? How much would that be if I tack those on?
What type of resources are you talking about?
I've got a couple black dragon scales and I think one green dragon tooth.
Oh, once can you come out here? And you see an individual come out, and you see a elderly woman walk out, and she's like, "What? What do you want?"
Oh, they are little.
So
She walks over and she's
Okay.
like, "Is he haggling you down on the price?" He's like, "Well, yes, but it was for what?
I'm old woman, thank you very much.
Oh,
Oh, sorry. Yes, she.
Old bag.
Me forgot. My eyes aren't so good. What do you need?
I'm asking if I gave you a few dragon scales, would it be able to knock some of the price down?
Are they authentic?
I ripped it off a dragon myself.
Well, can I see them?
what dragon? Oh.
Remember that black dragon from, Wayward Yonder?
Yep.
So I'll pull out... Whatever. I'll pull out a few dragon scales and I will just dump them on.
I mean, these are adult black dragon scales, so they're like this big, and as you set them down, they this female old woman just kind of picks up and goes, all right, and begins to like flip them over, and like you can see that there's still some like striation of flesh on the back of them, like they've not been cleaned. You just ripped them off a dragon. She looks and goes, well, I believe you.
Thanks.
What that's worth. But what all three scales plus the green dragon tooth?
Mm-hmm. Oh, that knocked it down by.
We can take off 1,000 gold.
Bruh.
Can I do... Oh.
Just 1,000?
I'm
15!
I'm gonna nudge Kenya and be like,
1,500?
do an
1,500.
insight check or something.
Make a persuasion check.
What's my persuasion?
Better
Nine minus
charisma.
one.
You have a minus
Guidance.
1 too?
You have guidance.
Guidance! And if I need to, I'm gonna use guidance.
I will say, guidance does have verbal and somatic components, so you gotta, cast it in front of these people.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check
Oh,
for the
my
spell
sleight of-
casting.
Oh, sleight of hand is +2, guys.
Hey!
Oh,
Fine.
oh, this is a nonsense.
Yeah, you begin to so you cast
You
guidance.
do have a heroic inspiration if you want to burn it here.
I can't bring right now.
I always remember that Zag the Bold.
Guidance is +2.
I'm giving you guidance.
Okay, +2.
Okay, +2. Got it.
And then we're going... What are we going? Performance.
No, persuasion.
Persuasion, 13. 15.
15 total.
Comedy
The DC did go up because of the very blatant casting of a spell in front of them. As they're like, she looks at you as you finish casting. She goes, "I'll go 1,200, no more."
13.
1,200, no more.
I'm gonna put a hand over Kenya's mouth. I'll take that. 1,200 is fine.
Great. So if you would mark those off, and you no longer have 6,000 to go, you have 4,800 to go.
Oh boy, that's a.
Can we make like a financing plan? How about I give you like a gold a month?
Do not put interest on this.
She looks at you and goes, a gold a month?
A gold piece a month.
Do I look like I have many months left in me?
I have many months left in me.
Well, that's good for you, oh elf blood. For some of us who don't have that, we only have a limited amount of time.
I understand my father is a human.
Good for you.
You have 3 humans just staring.
To which point, the one you've interacted with, who's named himself Riddlehead, is like, dearie, I think they get the point. If you, I think we're good. I have it from you. And she goes, fine. And she just like leaves. And he's like, so, do we have everything's in accord and agreement? Everyone's happy with the state of things?
I guess so.
And,
Okay.
will this be, what kind of a medium will you be using? Like, is this a ring or amulet?
Well, you mentioned amulet first, and we've done amulets before, but we've done brooches, we've done rings, we've done hair clips, not for spells of this nature, but the medium is less important. However, if you're looking for something that will stay close to your person, I would perhaps recommend a necklace. Hard to remove that while you're awake versus a ring that can just cut your hand off.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair enough. Alright, we'll go with a necklace. That's fine.
Are you speaking from experience?
Not personal. We have interesting clients.
Yeah.
Yeah, a necklace will be fine.
Great. We will get started on it right away, and as I said, about 30 days, you can return.
Okay, you got it. Oh boy.
All right. I do need a name for the order.
The name is. Don't worry about it. It's okay. We'll find you.
I appreciate this,
Don't
but
is my first name, worry about is my middle name, and about it.
It's the last.
The guy rolled
make a persuasion check.
Please. That's a 12.
A 12 total.
Yeah.
12. He's like, I do need an actual
Don't
name.
judge my wage.
Are you saying that you've never heard about the Worry About It family?
Help action. Back me up.
Make a deception check.
Oh no.
I think I have I have a minus 1.
So do I.
Guidance!
Don't do it.
Yeah, sure.
Oh no.
Aim for effort, okay? She cast guidance on a 4.
So a 7?
Plus 1 for modifier.
He just looks at you and he goes, if you don't want if you really want to go with don't worry, I will need 200 gold pieces. There are people I have to answer to for who has asked for magical items, and
Alright. Loston.
okay, thank you. Writes Loston down. I'm gonna write this down.
To be fair, she will probably end up paying for it in some way or another.
Oh no, they're gonna call to give it to Loston.
Woo. All right.
Wait.
Boom, Ken, no backsies.
Yeah,
No backseat.
The slip has been written and it's in a book, and he's moved to the back, and he takes it and he goes, right. So, are we of an accord with our arrangement?
I suppose so.
Yes.
Good, great. Well, I have work to get to.
I'm gonna mug you for my own
and,
And I only have to pay what, 4,000 for it?
Oh my god.
Yo, this is gonna be so fun! They're gonna call me, they're like, your amulet's ready? What amulet?
Listen, it is a gift.
Wait, you said the rest of the payment I need is 4,800?
4,800.
You're not getting it.
I actually have that.
Well, yeah, because the dragon skills knocked off
Oh,
the
yeah.
remainder of what you had.
So I could actually
Buy it right
pay for it all right
I
now.
mean, it's still going to take 30 days to make.
Unfortunately.
I think you
What?
should pay for it now.
probably pay for
That's
it now.
that's your best.
Then Los could just be like, oh, mine.
And then Lawson gets it for free. Fudge, no. Okay.
Why did you say something?
Sorry, I was just going with what was said.
Alright, yeah, that'll end my business here.
Aw.
Hey, I help everyone at the table, okay?
Really?
For or against
I don't remember you
that.
helping me. I was dying.
I mean,
Temporarily, I did come back alive because I just survived.
It
yes,
was all
you survived
It was
all
all,
of your
yeah,
own.
it was all you. So,
Yeah, those 2 death saving throws all on the
that's crazy.
Like, oh man, we should probably revive her.
Anything else you need from Brittleheads, or are you satisfied?
I'll say I'm satisfied.
Is there anything you have for poison resistance by chance?
We do have potions of poison resistance, and some... Well, we don't have any rings in stock. We could also enchant those. Those are relatively specific. But potions we have available. Are you just looking for like a one-time use, or...?
Yeah, I'll take a potion of resistance. How long do they last?
I don't know.
Very important question. I don't know. If I went on initiative, it doesn't matter. Plus it's force damage.
It immediately gave me Valheim, and I'm like, I'm not playing Valheim. I'm doing D&D. 1 hour.
1 hour.
1 hour.
And that just gives me resistance against poison, or does it protect me from poison? Very important distinction.
It is. It's a very important distinction. You're asking the real questions here. You're asking the real questions, and...
Is that a good huh?
Oh, this is... I looked up a potion of poison, and it's like when you're trying to poison something, and I was like, this is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for, like, poison resistance. That's not it. Okay. I will look this up, but the
Get back to me on that.
yeah.
Then that would suffice my business here, at least.
Great. If you want a potion of poison resistance, 300 gold is the cost of those.
Yeah, that's pricey.
I've got some money. I'll get it back.
You know what? I'm just gonna have to dodge it this time. It'll be all right.
So you're not gonna...
Yeah, I'll pass for the time.
Okay. Cool.
Just gotta strangle 6 or something. Anything happens.
I don't need to breathe.
You know, we're discovering these things about you, okay?
Stop giving it away. No. So, as we move from there, as you're having this conversation with Brittlehead, we go back in time to the other side of the city, where we find the rest of our troop. Lostin, Corvum, Osadi, and Six walking to the Hall of the Light Guard. After having freshly shaken down a human, you're feeling pretty good about yourself. And as always am. As you're continuing to step through the city, it'll be a few minutes before you arrive at the Hall of the Light Guard, but any discussions or questions or things that you wish to have among each other during this time?
Can I talk to the... Oh, wait. Were the guards escorting us, or...
No, they just told you the direction to go because their business was concluded and they didn't see a reason to continue to stand with you.
Okay. So, is there a particular reason that you would know, Sadi, why you need a license to help people?
Honestly, good question. I'm trying to figure that out myself.
You would know, on that note.
Oh, what I know.
Wait a minute, I remember now.
I'm trying to figure that out. I remember what I tried to figure out. It is still new. You do know that in the time that you were there, the church was always very avid at helping individuals within the city itself. However, as you were getting older in the order and were getting closer to the time of being sent to Tekilda, where you met this group, there was some shifting among some rules and new laws being put down by the Council of Samor, which some members of your order do sit on, and in a small, in a few in number, but they are on the council to a degree. But there was majority laws passed that were effectively stating that only sanctioned entities could serve the function of aiding the poor or the sick in a way to... Well, I'll say make a history check.
That's a 17.
Ooh.
Plus... Is that history?
Yep.
No, 16.
16. With a 16, you're not quite sure the politics of it. However, the thing that did stand out is the Church of Aurora was safe in that they could offer help. However, it was an attempt to get the general people of the populace to stop helping beggars and others because the city needed to move forward in progress, and that money could be better served by going towards the businesses and the improvement of the city itself rather than those who could not help themselves, and so therefore should not be served to continue in their ways. At least on the surface is what you remember being kind of said about it. Yeah, we'll leave that there.
Okay. And I tell them that I don't know. I'm like, wait, no, I do remember. Bureaucracy and capitalism.
Typically the answer.
Yep, pretty much. TLDR, they thought that it was a better idea to allocate resources to businesses than to people in need. So who better to help people than the people profiting off of it? Yeah, genius, right?
Not a fan of that particular system.
Oh,
No,
are you?
no, I'm not.
You're not there.
And my system is different, thank you. 6. Question about your functionality. Can your objectives be altered or changed by any chance?
Yes. If a obstacle arises, additional directives are added.
Okay, so it's not like I could delete a directive.
Is there a directive you'd like to remove?
For the time being, I would like to put either remove or halt are either of those options for you.
Which directive are you trying to halt?
The directive I gave you in regards to the cultists and helping people.
Done. I no longer require a flight permit.
You are hilarious.
Huh.
He's got the spirit.
Remind me at some point to also teach you what morality is. And how trade works. And,
Everything.
literally everything else. Oh, God. Why am I a father?
With this conversation had, and 6 saying no longer requires a flight permit, you know that you could still go to the Hall of the Light Guard if you wanted to ask more questions about what is and is not kosher in the city. However, the whole reason of your next stop, which was to the College of Illuminated Arcanum, was to try to get a flight license. So you could shift your movements if you don't feel like that is necessary.
Oh, that's right. 6. I will add something. Please refrain from going off on your own, unsupervised by any of the party members. I will say that you will require at least 2 of our party members to accompany you at any point in time.
Affirmative.
Okay, God.
It's about this time you arrive to a massive gray and marble structure that stretches to the sky. It's almost a mausoleum-like building in that it is very, very rectangular and just flat. There's not a lot of embellishment to it. The embellishment in itself is the make of it, but it is a very imposing building. But as the front of it has 2 doors that are already open. You see people milling about and some coming out. Guards are coming in and out. Lay people and people of the city are coming in and out. Do you enter?
Is the door open or do I have
Doors
to
fully open. And they're 30-foot tall doors that are like, a mix of iron and wood that are just kind of opened inward.
Okay, yeah. I proceed inward. Hello?
You say in a hall that...
Before we head in,
Yes.
this appears to be important to you two. And I tap both Corbin and Asadi's shoulders. And at level 3, I cast Enhance Ability Charisma.
Ooh. That gives advantage, right?
Yes.
You both have advantage on all charisma checks for
The hour.
the hour.
I'm not gonna say use that. Thank you.
Yeah, you start to feel loose, like you guys just drank some alcohol, as I've observed.
I feel even more handsome than normal.
Gotcha. Keep a meter away from you.
Amazing. As you walk in, you kind of you say hello, like, and it's just kind of timid as you just walked into this massive structure. And 6, sensing this, you feel a metallic hand on your shoulder, and yours kind of clamp a little hard, but then a pulse of energy, and as it pushes through you, there's a confidence. Yeah, you know how to talk to these people. These are some of them are bureaucrats, but most of them are just people trying to do their job and keep people safe. And you know how to talk to those kind of people. So with a little bit more gusto, you're like, hello, and you just announce yourself as you walk in, and immediately one of these kind of clerk individuals who's standing to the side with a stack of papers kind of just looks at your direction and goes, I'm sorry, yes, is there something you require that I can help with?
Yes, dear friend. You see, we are new to the city, and we would like some information and understanding of what we are allowed to do in the city, as well as if there are particular things that we want to do, how to go about getting the correct permits for all of those.
Right. Yes, that's something that... thank you for coming to the hall. We appreciate it. We put this information out, but we don't get very many people. You usually have to reprimand them after the fact of what is allowed in the city. So if you would follow me, we can discuss with one of these clerks some more in-detail information specific to your situation.
Why, thank you.
They walk you right over to someone who is just finishing, and there's a line of people, but this individual just kind of immediately walks you past, and you see one person who's sitting at the front of the line, see that, and just, oh my god. And just like as you get into the front of the line and get escorted to this clerk station, and the person there just kind of goes, all right, what can I help you with? What's your questions?
Yes, we would like a list of rules to understand what it is we are allowed to do within the city, as well as an understanding of how to go about obtaining the correct paperwork, permits, all of the fine bureaucratic bureaucratic, however you would want.
Make a persuasion check with advantage because of 6.
With
That's
With my
like,
new-
That's what I was hearing. I was at like 80.
I was like, okay, I'm not sure how that has anything bearing on this, but okay.
Not going to be that one.
Man.
Sadi, would you like to?
If you would like to jump in, feel free to. What was your total?
Persuasion.
You do have heroic
It was
inspiration.
not good.
I do have her.
It was not good.
It was not.
Yep.
What's the purpose of this?
I would not.
Well, you did over a
No.
5.
She did not.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you
24 total.
24 total. What do you say to aid good old Corvum in this moment?
We would just like to know exactly what is permitted in this city and what exactly isn't. For example, we know that we would need a flying permit in order to peruse the skies, but us being new to the city, we're not exactly sure what is and what isn't permitted without the right paperwork.
All right. Well, I mean, I'll be completely honest with you. And he like turns and looks, and there's just a stack, like a wall of just not just papers, but there's also like stone tablets like on the wall that are like inscribed and like carved. And he's like, all those are the rules for the city, and I don't have the time, and I don't think you have the patience to listen to me go through all of them. So,
Would you allow me to peruse them?
sure.
I just walk past there.
Well, I mean, it is a wooden
Okay.
counter that is part of a larger counter. From where you are, you could make a perception check to see if you can capture all the stuff that's on the walls. And then I'll have something for you guys as well here in a second.
Do they have the rules of their city engraved on the walls?
Some of them.
21.
21. You scan the wall itself, and it's very basic rules and things of like, anyway, I won't go into detail. But there's just...
Document everything.
Yeah, you document it. You do see that there are some newly inscribed rules of like curfew of 1 a.m. is now in effect. And then there's also a stack of papers that's deciding. He just goes, I will say that this construct,
Pretty much.
Yes.
They're really cool.
is it yours?
I mean, it's kind of its own person, I think. So we don't really own it per se.
It's more like we're raising it, I suppose.
Right. We get some progressive folks in here. That's all fine, well, and good. I would recommend, and like kind of looks at the young man who like walked you over with his stack of papers, who's intently listening. He goes, "Go," and he's like, "Oh, sorry." And he like leaves. He goes, "For 20 gold, I can write you a paper that just says that this construct is yours, and then no one can ask any questions, and it's sanctioned by us here in the city of Samor. That way, they can do what they want, and no one will cause them trouble. Constructs are not very common around here, and so to have one just walking about, and especially if you're saying that they have their own free will, not great. It doesn't work very well here in the city. People don't trust things that are not organic.
Why would that be?
It's just not common.
It's not common.
Huh.
They're like Lowston.
Lowston's worse.
Far worse.
Sure, 20 gold.
Yeah, you pay 20
Easy
gold.
enough.
He takes a few minutes and writes you a letter of intent and stamps it and then hands it to you and just says, this provides now that your construct is free to walk about the city, and I would recommend to be with them to show these papers, but it will get any questions taken care of very quickly. So, any other specific questions you have? As I said, there's a lot of rules, especially in recent months. So,
Is there a license to do magic?
I mean, basic magics are allowed, cantrips and simple magics, but if you are to do anything of heavy magical significance, we cannot grant that permitting here. There's a sister building of ours that is over at the College of Illuminated Arcanum where you can get permitting to cast magics of different levels. I believe they have some annual programs of like specific spell levels that you can cast depending on your alignment to the city.
Okay. Is there a license to go on quests?
Oh, yes, of course. And I'm glad you brought that up. Magic in the use of the defense of the city is very much allowed, as long as it does not harm other civilians and operations of the city. We do actually have a couple of missives on our board that may be of interest to you if you are a group that is devoted to adventuring and whatever, whether it be for a good cause or just money, I don't care. But we've had some individuals that have, he kind of like looks around, just, we've had a few guards meet an untimely end in the sewers, and we have been unable to ascertain what this threat is. So if you could take some time to look into it, we appreciate it. Just, we prefer not to add more bodies to the pyre, if you get what I'm saying. So,
Understandable.
I think we could do something about that.
good. I would also say that if you do decide to take up that quest, to potentially go to the College of Illuminated Arcanum and have a discussion with some of the members there who might have some more information of what exactly is in the sewers. We currently only have the reports of a few survivors of the attacks that have happened down there, and they're a mishmash of truth and abject horror of what they've experienced. And it's tough to know what is truth and what is magic. So, well, I guess magic is truth. What is not truth? Anyway, sorry. Any other questions you have?
An entertainment license.
To what degree? Are you looking to put on performances of a grand scale, or just post up and busk, as it were?
Potential traveling entertainment.
traveling entertainment, we can do for the multiple districts. Are you looking for a one-time license or a license to do this indefinitely?
I feel like having a license to do it indefinitely would only be the better option.
Well, of course, yes. You have already done business here at the hall, and so we appreciate that. For 400 gold pieces, you can have an indefinite license to do performances within the city.
Okay.
Do anything in the city that doesn't require a license?
Stay out.
So I would just give 400
I'm
gold.
staying
400
out.
gold?
Okay.
Bureaucracy.
Past
Yep.
curfew.
I should love it.
Throw
You probably would.
At this moment, I'm just kind of going through this papers full of the laws and everything.
Yeah, make a sleight of hand check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also understand.
7.
Just ripping pages out of
Okay. He kind of sees you doing it and goes, I'm sorry, are you just trying to... What's your purpose with these?
Documenting the laws.
Oh, well, this is... Oh, actually, this is quite helpful. Yes, here. And he just, like, takes a stack and, like, sets it down and goes, take all the time you need. Each eye is going as you're, like, flipping through pages. Go ahead and make a history check with advantage to just see how much you retain.
with advantage.
16.
16.
No.
Yes.
Oh, that's a 1?
It's
It's
a
a 6 for me. 20 is a 6.
20 is a, yeah. Natural 20 is a natural 6 for you. Because 6. With a 16 total, it is, you do record a fair bit of detail. It's less about, it's not that you don't record it, it's that some of it just doesn't make sense to you,
Yeah.
right? Like, when it comes to morality or, like, certain things that are more interpretive, you're just kind of like, it's documented, but it doesn't mean anything. So, you have the catalog of laws, at least in this stack. They range from, like I said, curfews or civil disputes of, like, if someone, knocks down your window garden bed, they have to pay for it, X amount of coin based on the, it's every minuscule law that you could imagine that has been done in this city that you're kind of just flipping through and catalogs. But you're doing that during this time. 400 gold.
Yep.
Writes you a certificate that's a license and stamps it, and then actually has to, before he gives it to you, he calls another superior over, he comes by and kind of looks at all of you, goes, yeah, makes sense. Stamps it, hands it over to you. He walks back. He goes, right. So I will say that's about all the time that I have. I have to take care of some other customers that are here at the hall. But if you need more intensive care or things that you need signed or stamped, we do have specific clerks that you can hire for an hourly rate to be able to take care of more of your needs if you have many documents to go through.
Sounds good.
Thank you so much for your
You
time.
know this
Very much.
city is crooked
Thank you.
when they call their citizens the customers.
I didn't say it. You
Whack.
you would have to give your name for the letter. Is that okay?
Yes.
And you
Corvin,
would have to give your name for the letter for 6.
That's fine.
Great. You both give your names. Fantastic. You have that done, and you can make your way out of the hall as you see fit.
Well, it looks like our next stop will be the College of Illuminated Arcana, then.
That is totally fine. I just want to remind you that you do have the letter from Auric into Kilda to give to the leader of your order here in Samor.
This is true.
And also would be an opportunity to potentially reunite with some of your handlers is not the right word. Handlers in the beginning when you first joined because of
Fair.
your roughness. But then they transitioned to more mentors that have remained in Samor that you haven't seen in some time since you went to Kilda. And that is also a path that you could take.
Gotcha. Let's take care of business first, and then we can do that.
Understood.
All right. Listen, anything you want to do during this time? Just hanging out?
Alright.
Make fun of humans.
Yeah, I was just
Like, what is there for me to do?
I mean, you were there present for the discussion, but if there's suggestions or things that you wish to go by or look at, you're more than welcome to.
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
I'll just go with the flow.
Sounds good. As you guys make your way to the College of Illuminated Arcanum, we'll pick back up with you two. Having made your way out of Riddleheads, where would you like to go, or what is on your list to do next?
You got anything to do? Because I certainly do. Don't look at me like that.
What do you have to do?
So I came by some recent information. Don't need to worry about where it came from. But I think I need to go talk to Guinevere. I think that's her name, right?
That's her full name.
Yeah. Gwen,
Oh.
we're not really on a first name basis, but yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Guinevere. Would you like to tag along?
Kenia turns around. This is a girl's trip! Turns back around. Sure.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Oh, man.
Can I make a perception check?
Yeah, make a perception check. Perception from Diana, sleight of hand from you.
Perception.
No, it's your
No,
sleight of
your
hand.
No,
sleight
sleight
of
of hand is 16.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
It's your perception, Diana.
A 19.
19. You do catch a little giggle from Kenia as she turns. It's like, girl strip.
But don't act like you know, because
Wait,
she's
can I
trying
go
to be
with them?
nonchalant.
Can I go with them?
Can you go with them?
Yeah.
I mean, you're currently with this group.
Yeah.
I thought you guys met up. No, they didn't meet up.
Yeah,
No,
I
no,
met
no.
up in her
Wander
room.
around a little bit and
Yes.
run into them.
Yeah. Got it. Go ahead.
I mean, if you want to do Barty things, don't forget to pick up your license to do business.
That's true. You could. Well,
The insulting
Actually-
license.
roll a d20. Actually, yeah, roll a d20. On a 1 to 9, you don't have a license. On a 10 to 20, you already have a license.
Ooh. Oh, get out of here.
Oh.
I don't have a license.
Okay. You've traveled here many a time, but you mainly stayed to the taverns. And if you're in an establishment, you don't need a license because the establishment is the license for you because they've hired you for the night. Or if you're just busking around in taverns, nobody cares because everyone's drinking and having a good time, especially when the music's good. And your music is always good.
Of course.
So you don't have a license to just go out and do it in the streets, but you haven't really had a need to when you're in the city.
Right. Okay.
But funny, that was a cool point. Girls trip.
Go shit.
Gonna go see Gwen. Can you make a history check for me?
Me?
Yes.
Let's see. Boop-a-doo. Yeah,
Guidance!
5? You can, sure.
Woo! Okay, so we're at a 9 now.
A 9.
It's a cantrip. I'm gonna use it as much as I
Yeah,
can.
exactly.
Fair enough.
You absolutely should. This is a huge city. You know Gwen is here, but this isn't her place of residence, so where is she staying? You have no idea. There's a lot of hotels in the city. However, on a 9, you do know she was with a lord during the night of the Platinum Auction, but you can't remember his name for the life of you.
And I can't actually remember his name, so... Oh, God. I know he was, very fritzy, kind of well put together. Seemed kind of annoying. Want to just peruse the opulent district? That's where noble folks hang out, right?
Yeah, why not?
Alright. Let the hunt begin.
So you continue to the opulent district. I will say, because guidance can last 10 minutes, if you would like to cast guidance, you can just add a permanent D4 for these next set of rolls.
Yes.
However, do you both want to make individual rolls, or do you want to combine rolls?
I mean, what's your, investigation?
You can do, I would say that over the course of this, you'll be able to do 1 perception and 1 investigation check.
My perception is +9. My investigation
Alright,
is +1.
you will, we'll be rolling with you.
Okay. So, you take some time walking through the opulent district, just taking a gander at all the homes. Please go ahead and make if you're giving her advantage plus a D4 for perception.
Are there any flower beds on the side of the road?
17 plus
Some.
9
Just
Just pop it in.
plus 1. 27.
ooh, good job.
27?
She got some eyeballs on her, man.
Okay. I'll ask this. How long are you willing to devote to walking around the opulent district?
I mean, I ain't no rush. I mean, it's a girls' trip, so
Whoa.
we can peruse.
Whoa.
Give me an hour.
Oh, you didn't think I didn't hear that?
How many hours are you willing to spend walking around?
You got plans after this?
I mean, not particularly. Maybe
My schedule's pretty clear.
2 to 3, maybe.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perusing.
Yeah,
maybe
excuse me.
buying a few
Excuse me, I think I heard
knickknacks here
3
and there.
different times where the dice hit.
2 to 3 hours. First hour of walking around, you're not really seeing. I mean, you're seeing a lot. You're seeing a lot of people of all. Not so much classes, because there is very much a air of, to be in the opulent district, you have to be of a certain disposition of money. And it is apparent everywhere that you walk. Just, you see the prices of some of the bakery items or the lack of prices for certain things, and you're like, that's interesting. It's kind of like when you go to like a really nice coffee bar and there's just no prices, and you're like, I'm worried now that I've ordered something. Or going to literally any bar today, you're just like, I don't know how much I ordered of a thing, how expensive it is. But you see a lot of that, and money is no object in this area. And as you continue on, there's a few flower beds that you just kind of kick some flowers over, just absentmindedly. But about hour 2.5, you're walking along, and with a 27,
Crazy.
you walk by, and there's a balcony that catches your eye. And it's not so much the balcony that catches your eye, but it's the reflection on red skin.
I was just about to say that.
And as you kind of look, you do a double take, and you see the familiar curled horns of a Gwen out on a balcony, just kind of lounging, a glass of wine in her hand and a book, and she's just reading and kind of looking out over the city. And the balcony she's on has like beautiful verdant flower or greenery and flowers and moss kind of like growing around it. It's just a nice little oasis, but it does overlook you. You can imagine being able to look over the buildings nearby, that it would be a beautiful sight. From where you are, you just can't really see because there's just roofs. But you do locate this building that seems to be where she is currently at.
How high is she up there?
She's about 40 feet up.
Oh, that ain't that bad. I could probably jump to that.
Don't jump.
I'm not. I'm just gonna call out to her.
Or why don't we look at where she is first? What building is she in? Maybe go inside.
Well, I was gonna have her meet me down there.
Or maybe we go inside.
Okay.
Yes! Okay.
You are met with 2 beautiful, you're not sure if they're actual marble doors,
Wow.
but they're almost stone. They're of a stone make of some sort, but these massive doors that have kind of gold and silver knockers on the front of them in the shape of lions' heads.
Definitely out of the pay range for keep away. But we gotta take note of this, because I like this.
Alright, is there like a nameplate on this place or a sign?
No
there?
nameplate.
Oh,
Of course not.
oh
Okay.
man.
Fancy ass building. Like 427. That's what I'm gonna name it.
437 on gold-plated lane.
Gold-plated white. God. Oh, I like that a lot. Okay.
I'm glad.
So
I
I'll,
stumbled through that one.
I'll push
Right
through.
off of Platinum Street.
You attempt to push the door, and it's very much locked.
Oh. Well, jump up it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll keep eyes out. We'll keep eyes out.
Okay, can I try knocking with the big knockers?
Yeah,
then?
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
and you hear it kind of echo inside. A few moments pass, and then you start to hear like the, well, like not heels, but like
Shoes?
nice worn shoes. I almost said shoes.
I was like a
horse, and I was like,
centaur
yeah, clop, clop. The soft clap of shoes on flooring, as then you hear it, and the door kind of just opens, no creak, as standing before you is a young dwarf. Or not young,
Oh.
sorry, a short figure dwarf. Hard to tell age because of the massive white curling beard that is there, but it just kind of stands and goes, who do I have the pleasure of welcoming to Lord Kyne's home?
You sound so wise.
Why, thank you.
Of course.
My name's Don't Worry About It. I'm here to see Glenn here.
You're here to see the Lady Gwen.
Yes.
Yes. Well, let me check in to see if she's taking guests now. And, like, you haven't seen the mouth of this guy the whole time. It's just been, like, a mustache and beard moving. She goes, one moment, please. And just kind of
I told you we should just
closes the door.
We would have never gotten to meet this distinguished gentleman.
5 minutes pass.
Oh, I ain't not waiting no 5 minutes standing at this door.
Do you not wait?
Absolutely
Yeah,
not. After
yes,
like
you
minute
do.
2, I'm gonna turn my ass around.
Minute 2, you turn. Where do you start to go?
I'm gonna go right back to that balcony and yell at Glenn.
You go out to the balcony, and as you do, make a perception check.
Oh my god. We got a 16 plus perception, so a 19.
19. You see this dwarvish individual having a conversation with Gwen, and Gwen is listening, and she's just kind of nodding, and you see her kind of go like, oh yes, and like motion for them, like a motion that signals like bring them up kind of thing.
Okay.
The guard kind of, or the individual leaves, and that's hot. She doesn't see you as the individual walks down. Oh, but what do you do after seeing this dwarvish individual make their way back out of sight?
Alright. Okay, good. I roll right back to the door.
Go back to the door.
I was preparing to
You
jump.
wait the other 2.5 minutes or so before you hear the soft clopping again. The door opens. He goes, she will see you now. And just kind of motions for you to come inside.
Is it really that far of a walker? You know what, never mind.
Oh!
I was about to say something polite. Let's roll.
You mutter under your breath. You walk inside. It is a lavish entrance. There are, once again, it is almost a marble-like stone floor, but it's in the diamond pattern of like white and black stone that is cross-sectioned across this entire floor area with large red carpets rolled out. You can see off to the side is like a game or sitting room with many animal heads mounted on the walls and a roaring fire going inside with big pillows and seats and chairs and couches to lounge on. But you're led up a series of stairs with beautiful alabaster railing as you curl up to the side, go through a few doors before you are led out into the light again of the balcony where Gwen is sitting.
Before I enter her balcony, can I cast Detect Magic, please?
Sure. And that remains for 10 minutes.
Yep.
Sure. You cast Detect Magic.
Might need that.
Cool. Immediately, it's kind of an adjustment because you see a lot of items on Kenia kind of glow. Some of your own magic items glow. This is I believe it's the first time I cast this spell. Bless you.
Thank you.
But you kind of are taken for a second because like you're in darkness and then suddenly there's just brightness as these objects of magic begin to illuminate. You would see that the belt on the individual who is leading you, the belt itself is magical that he's wearing as he walks up the stairs. And you make your way to the doors and he opens them and just kind of nods and motions for you to step through.
Okay, yeah, I step on through.
You make your way inside. It is a room with a bed and a lounge area and kind of a powder area with a balcony attached to it with long curtains that hang. And outside, you see Gwen kind of just lounging in a chair, and she kind of turns to see you and goes, my friends, it's good to see you both. Please. And she kind of like gets up and swings her long trailing skirt that she's wearing on her, what would be just like a nightgown, but it looks like a full dress that she would wear to a dinner event. That she just kind of pushes to the side as she walks inside and goes, can I get you both anything to drink? We have a full bar stacked here.
I'll take some water, please.
Water? Well,
Yeah.
all right. And she just walks over and grabs a pail, or a pitcher rather, and just pours water for you both into some mugs and just kind of, or stone cups and hands them over to you. She just refills her wine glass with a different pitcher and begins to drink. She goes,
Different picture. Why?
there's water and wine. They don't mix.
Well, a certain guy I know from my old...
Likes to turn it into wine.
Yeah.
I know this guy.
That's what confused me.
I was late to it.
I'm not familiar with this pantheon. She just kind of swirls her wine and says, to what do I owe the pleasure of having two of my favorite people show up?
No, you flatter. Okay, anyway.
It is in my nature.
Me and Kenya are sort of taking a walk on the town, and I was curious if you'd like to accompany us on maybe a few errands.
Out on the town?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, honey, I don't walk. I like to stay
me,
where
that's
I...
fine.
No, I mean, I don't just go out. I go out when there's places I need to be, but currently I'm happy to remain here. For the time being, I'm at the behest of Lord Kine. He's out on errands himself.
Lord Kind?
Kine, K-I-N-E. As the memory comes roaring back to you, like, yes.
There
You remember him going, I am Lord Kine. And you're like, oh, this guy. Professional money bags over here. But she just mentions that she's at the behest of Lord Kine and staying at his estate for the foreseeable future. But so no, I appreciate the offer to come walking around, but I don't like to just go walking about. So I think I'll remain here. But what can I owe this pleasure? I mean, you did seemingly find me in a massive city, so
I mean, you're red. It's it happens.
a fair deal of racism. Great. I would normally expect it from Loston. I was just shocked to hear it from you. So
Okay, well, you were easy to spot. You know what? Never mind.
you sure you don't want wine?
You know what? Maybe I will. This is going forward.
She pours some wine. She hands it to you.
Okay. Essentially, what I came down here for is that we did see you at the Platinum Auction.
Yes, I remember. I do also remember that some of your friends... Oh, and you, that's right. I wanted that puzzle box.
Oh, yeah.
I guess you wanted it more.
I did. I did. Now, didn't I?
And you got it.
I ensured that I did.
Oh,
Don't
yes.
worry about it.
Well, I'm
Spicy meatball.
glad that you
Yes,
did it.
as
Have you
am
ended
I.
up opening it?
I have.
What's inside?
Don't worry about it.
Make a deception check.
Someone call me?
I have guidance.
Go for it.
Deception. Okay.
Heroic inspiration.
Okay, guys. It's only an hour and a half left in the session. What could happen?
A lot.
Probably a lot. It's your world.
Let it
You
ride.
need to
Let it ride. That's what I said.
He always does that. You
Burn
know
that inspiration.
Who needs it?
You rolled like
Trust me.
4 4s
Trust me.
with that.
It'll be an
I need
18.
to retain it.
It'll be an 18. Okay, which one should I choose?
That one.
He didn't hesitate. He didn't hesitate.
Yeah, it's confidence. Or was that in the bar, man? Or the gambling den?
It rolled worse!
What's the
It's on
total?
the keyboard.
It's on the keyboard! It's on the keyboard!
No, that's just bad. Absolutely not.
There was an attempt.
See, what I meant to say was it's not going to be an 18.
It was gonna be lower than what I originally rolled.
If you squint, a 3 kind of looks like an 8.
Looks like an 8!
At most,
An
it
8?
could have been an 18.
Total? Oh, with guidance? Wait, you give yourself guidance?
That was... That's 7. 8! It was an 8 if I used the other one.
Yeah. Did you use guidance? Did you cast guidance as part of this? Okay.
So bad every time.
She just looks at you as you do that and also notices the very apparent, like, tracing in the air you do of a quick spell and go through.
I doubt the drink.
And she's just like, I'll say passively, you see that she's, like, for a moment she's, like, impressed, and then she's like, well, I hope that whatever you found was interesting.
Oh my god.
She just laughs a little bit to herself. So why are you really here?
Okay.
I'm sure you didn't come just to gloat. Or talk about my red skin.
It wasn't.
Yours is worse than mine.
Sorry.
That's all I care about.
Okay. I was just. I'll cut to the chase then. So. What the heck did we come? Takilda, that's where we came from.
Yep.
Sorry. Back in Takilda, there was a unfortunate discovery in your room. Held in the corner of the room was a metal case with invisibility on it, I think it was. Cast upon
Yeah,
it.
yeah, it was invisible.
And when it was opened, can you make a guess about what tumbled out?
No, what did you find?
A corpse.
Interesting.
The corpse of someone that you had taken to your room previously for a...
Tryst.
Well, it'd be impolite to say what, but, you know. And what was his name? Anyone recall? I
Oh,
don't.
I wrote it down. I think I
Thank
wrote
you, because I was like, I stopped writing notes. I stopped writing notes. I'm like, that's
Did not
not.
write it down.
I know what he is now.
Yeah, he's a Goliath now.
Mm-hmm.
We turned him into a newt.
No history check required because you guys have had this conversation before. The Lord's name was Xavier.
Xavier, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lord Xavier's corpse was just crammed into a metal box in the corner of your room.
That turned him into a Goliath.
Yeah, he got better.
I thought he was dead. Psych!
Interesting.
So what's the deal with that?
I'll be totally honest, I'm not entirely sure what you're referring to. I don't have a metal closet in my room.
Insight.
Go for it.
Hey,
I told you.
23.
23.
It was 18.
Yep.
On a 23,
That one
you
mattered more.
Yep.
watch as she... And actually, this is a tandem thing. Well, hold on.
Huh?
One moment. I gotta check something.
Make haste. I don't know if this can last.
that dwarf man attack is not throwing him out.
Just eat them.
Okay.
Get out of here!
Simultaneously. Great. Simultaneously, I also need you to make a perception check for me. The DC is low.
Well, here comes a fat one. Oh, hey, 18 plus 3, 21.
Wow. So, two things happen.
Right hook.
She rolled
Right hook.
a dirty 20
Oh.
on her deception.
Okay.
So with a 23, you notice that as she says, I don't know what you're talking about, there's a slight curl in the eyes, a furrowing of the brow of, that was unexpected. Kind of recognition in her eyes of what you just said. And with a 23, or 21 perception check, you notice, because of the detect magic that you cast earlier,
You're so smart.
I know, but I'm gonna need this.
you see a faint magical aura just emanating off of her. Just her entire person is magical, it seems.
This is it.
Because of what you rolled, you would know that the magic is illusion.
Mm-hmm.
This.
I had a feeling.
But she just kind of sits there and just continues. I left for a time, so it sounds like somebody broke into my room and tried to frame me in some way for this, because I don't kill people. It's not what I do. I give people a good time. Don't get me wrong about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think you do kill people, honestly. But I do think you tried.
Yeah.
And I will reach into my bag and I will pull out the remnants of the Cambion bow and I will set it. I don't know if there's a table nearby, but I'll just go.
There's a little side table. You set it down.
That look familiar to you? Is that another nat 20? Oh!
Well, the other one was a dirty 20, but this one is a natural 20.
Damn, she's good.
But the reason I tell you it's a natural 20 is because she just looks at you two, looks at the room, waves her hand, the curtains that were kind of flowing in the breeze shudder and close themselves.
Oh no.
Good thing I can see.
She looks to the two of you and she just goes, you see her demeanor just totally shift. She's Gwen, she's playful, she's engaging, and you watch us where she's kind of leaning against a desk that, like her powder desk where the mirror is and stuff. She just kind of leans against it a little bit more lax. Well, if we're going to talk openly about everything, I guess we should lay cards on the table, should we not?
No, thank you.
Well, now you don't want to...
Oh,
Bet!
absolutely.
Let's go!
She waves her hand, and as she does, you watch as she waves across her face. The human tiefling hybrid visage of Gwen drops, and what you see before you is an image burned into your mind. The face of the Cambion that you fought. As she wipes that away.
Ain't no way!
And additionally, 2 wings just flap out and curl to the side as she just leans back against the desk, arms crossed, tail curling.
Protect your mind.
I got it. I'm ready for it.
Looks at the bow on the side table and just goes, so, you've called me on my bluff. So why are you really here? Was it just to confirm your suspicion? Or is there something more? More questions you had for me? Because I certainly have questions for you two.
I'm an open book.
Nobody got that far, and they're thinking.
No, I did. I'm just.
Like, meh.
I've got something written on my
You have an name?
notepad here, but I'm just. I'm gonna save that for later, possibly.
Why would you do this when we're not here?
It's like you're missing
Because
four
I'm
party members.
I gave you 18.
You did. We both did get it.
Did not think, did you?
I drew a
No,
card,
you're right.
and that's kind of why I'm here.
It's okay. It's okay. You did give us the 18.
Oh,
That's
did you hear this?
Huh? What?
He drew a card, and that's why he's here.
What?
Yeah.
When did you draw a
You thought you were
card?
coming for a girls' party. No, you weren't.
I thought this was quality bonding time.
Oh, it's something like that.
You came for a Diana special.
That's
It's
it.
a
That's
Diana
it.
special. No, I'm
The
not.
Diana special of being stabbed in the back.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stab you in the back.
Excuse
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
So, as Gwen stands before you,
No, Gwen.
having presented this question, so,
So,
Wait, was Gwen ever Gwen?
she was probably always this. I don't know, but
Oh.
so let's speak
quietly.
quietly.
me too.
Who do you serve?
I am a follower of Abaddon, of the bottomless pit.
Oh, come on. A little concerning.
Just
Make a history check.
can I do?
I have no idea what the hell that is. Drew a 4.
Just
But I remain stoic. Like, who?
History
22.
or religion? History or religion? 22?
Yes.
Okay, 22. You're still a 4, so plus whatever. I don't think that's going to save you in this instance. With a 22, Abaddon was one of the demigods, gods. You're not entirely sure of his power, but certainly a powerful entity that Nex pulled with them into the Sundering, the war that happened between good aligned deities and those who are of an evil inclination. Nex and Abaddon sought to wrest control of Iridia from Aurora and Avalos during the Sundering, and they made a pact with each other to do so. They were allies throughout the entirety of the Sundering. They fought in the final war and the battle that took place where Aurora and Avalos and all of the warriors around them disappeared in an instant as Aurora released in a final desperate attempt, destroying, it seems, everyone involved. But here, you have standing before you a very recent, in your time, entity that claims to follow a long, unheard of god. But she plainly says to you that she follows Abaddon of the bottomless pit. So, you've asked a question, and I'll ask you one.
Fair enough.
Why did you fight me when I went to take the Gatestone from Cassandra? Was it purely because I was stealing something from who you consider an ally, or was there alternative vendettas there?
Mostly because you were stealing from an ally.
Fair enough. Any questions from you?
Did you have one?
What do you really want with the box?
Okay, yeah. Same sort of thing.
I'm trying to find a way to bring Abaddon back.
And that box can help?
Potentially. Has the ability to transport between planes. And I've had visions and communications from Abaddon directly. It seems that he is still present, but he's not present here. He doesn't even quite know where he is. But it is my goal to make sure that I bring him back.
You have a question for us?
What's your reaction to that? I can imagine that as mortals hearing someone of my disposition say I'm looking to bring an ancient god who sought to enslave the entire realm back, that your reaction would be negative, but I would advise that there's maybe more to the story there than just what's on the surface.
Well, we may have something in common in terms of that, perhaps.
And what would that be?
No, not with my bare hands.
What do? You just open the bag?
I will just reach into the bag and...
You don't have the protection.
You grab the staff, pull it out, and set it down. No wisdom save required. No voice reaches out to you.
Yeah, we're not on speaking terms right
As you hold the staff and set it on the ground, you see a look of recognition flash across her face as she looks at this staff. Interesting.
We're having a bit of a squabble right now.
Well, I had a look at this when it was on your back, and I was obviously confused, because if you truly are a user of this staff to its fullest extent, which I'll ask you a question about here in a moment, but one wielding such a staff would in some ways bear the mark of Nex, and so would be considered an ally to me. But seeing as you beat the shit out of me earlier, I don't see you as necessarily allies, unless you were covering.
Well, you didn't exactly speak out before you drew a bow on me, right?
You didn't exactly speak out before you went and punched me in the face.
And I guess we're even.
I can work with that. So, we're having a free-flowing discussion at this point. My purpose is to bring Abaddon back, by any means necessary, through anyone I need to go through. However, my lord is not above making deals. And in exchange for help in bringing him back, I'm sure a deal could be made in some way, shape, or form to abstain from taking this realm again. From my understanding, he just wants to be free. His days of conquest, at least in this realm, are not front of mind. So, maybe there's the ability to strike an accord between us. You help me get him back. I get what I want. We make a deal that ensures that this realm does not fall under the purview of my lord's anger or wrath in the future, to whatever time scale that we agree upon.
Who's to say that this isn't all just a lie?
It probably is, let's be real with you.
What I'm saying is a lie?
Yes, or what your god is saying to you.
I suppose he could be lying to me, but as one of his most trusted devotees and, well, lovers from ancient past.
Really? You and him?
What's not to love? And she just kind of motions to her, obviously very, bosomly form. Yes, we were lovers for a time, but that was before his disappearance 650 years ago. So, you could say that I've been waiting for my lover to return.
Lord, damn. Okay.
Why are you complimenting?
Can a girl not like what she likes? Alright, leave me alone.
You have a good taste.
I do. Anyway.
But also, why would we want to side with you when we could just kill you?
That didn't go.
We've done it before.
And yet I'm still here.
Yes, you are.
So?
But there's still a chance that we could just do it again.
She came back in record time.
She
Not
said
even
that
a
She
day.
said that she'd come back.
Oh, yeah, but she came back quick.
Alright, then we'll just kill her again.
For her to come back the very next day.
And we'll do it again.
You could say I'm very pesky with my ability. A blessing, a curse, whatever you want to call it, but I am difficult to kill, it seems. However, it's not to say that I don't tire of being here on this realm. This is not my place of residence. There are other worlds I wish to see, other places I wish to conquer.
So why here?
Here, I had studied and understood that there may be ancient artifacts that could aid me in my quest to free Abaddon. One of those being a gatestone of power that Cassandra had. Though, in the limited time I had with it, it seems that it was not powered, so that was a bit of a stopgap in the sense of I had found a thing that I thought was going to be helpful, however, it itself needs a power source to restart its engine, so to speak.
I've got a question for you.
If your goals end at freeing Abaddon, and I'm going to assume you're going to go off with him into the sunset and have another honeymoon, I suppose. You have plenty to catch up on.
Indeed.
Are you opposed to Aurora making a return to this realm?
I have my grievances with her.
As expected.
After all, it's because of her that my lord is not here. However, I can only blame her so much. Abaddon, in other tongues, is known as the god of ambition. And
Put these foolish ambitions to rest.
And Nex, being the cunning serpent that he is, offered, well, maybe not to you, but maybe he's gone soft over time, but in my day, he was quite cunning.
I've got plenty to talk to you about.
He presented to Abaddon a grab for power. Come with me and let's kill a god so that we can take their realm for ourselves and enslave its people. Well,
as you do.
Can't get more ambitious than that, especially during a time where gods were murdering each other and brother was killing father and sister was killing son. It was chaos, and Abaddon sought to capitalize on such chaos. He's a younger god in comparison to the rest of the Pantheon, but he has great potential, and I seek to make sure that he attains that potential. I haven't seen him or discussed with him in person since his disappearance, but every so often there's a moment, a vision, a word. And over time I've pieced it together that he wishes to be freed by any means necessary. So, I look at your estranged relationship with Nex as something of neither hurt nor harm to my situation. Help nor harm. But you and your larger group have proved a formidable force. And I believe if we join together, perhaps we could...
I was like, I ain't pounding it to join the...
No. Go on.
Taking the compliments where you can, I see.
You got him. I live with Loston.
Yes. Yes. Loston. She's an interesting one.
Red skin.
But another conversation. suffice to say, my quarrel is not with you. My quarrel is just with anyone who gets in the way of my goals. You happen to step in the way of those goals. If you don't step in the way of those goals again, we don't have to fight. There's no reason for us to be enemies.
And what would you say to some more open communication on exactly where your goals align and where ours might clash?
Well, it's funny he's not here, and it's so tempting to not say anything when he's not around.
Is it the beard dwarf guy?
No.
I was ready to.
Anyway.
Corvum's late mother
I wanted to bring her up.
was someone... It's a tangled web. You see, when gods disappear, power vacuums are created, and people step into those. I was one of the staunch of my order, one of the staunch purists who said, well, we must bring Abaddon back. But there were others who sought that as an opportunity to supplant him entirely, tried to make a grab for power themselves and potentially attain godhood in his place, whether by killing him or by making his memory obsolete. One such entity, and now the strongest leader within my broken order, is Thalavan, Baradiel.
Hold that thought.
Father
That's a word.
to Corvum's brother.
Father to Corvum's brother.
Okay, I don't need to write it down anymore.
I was gonna bring you up. And your brother up.
It seems Corvum's mother, at one point a follower of Abaddon, though defected, was taken under the wing of Baradiella when he came and scooped her away from her captors and her terrible situation living as a wife to a noble. Oh, gods, could you imagine the horror of it? But apparently it was too strict of a place to be, and so Baradiel took her into his cult that he has now started in the shell of what remains of my order, has been gathering followers and trying to find entities of great power. He believes that it's through powerful sorcerers and sorceresses, by just pure magic, raw, used today, that they could bring Abaddon, back into this realm, subdue him, kill him, take his power for themselves. But I've read the old tomes. I've been to Vandia. And the only place where power, strong enough, magic, artifacts of renown enough to bring someone from the brink of non-existence, they come from Vandia, from a time of Arcanum that no longer reigns. And I seek to find artifacts from that to accomplish my purpose.
The Blade of Aurora is in Vandia, right? Or is it in the Misty Isles or something like that?
The Isles of Mist is where you were told that the Blade of Aurora is. Do you say that out loud?
No, I'm just over the top table question. Because I'm like, ooh, more things to align ourselves with.
So, needless to say, that's an entity that is chaotic. You don't have a relationship with them, and they seek power for themselves. Not saying I'm better, I'm just saying I'm laying my goals out clearly that I have nothing to gain by killing you if you serve a purpose to me. We could align ourselves to kill Baradiel, destroy that part of my order. You could help me bring Abaddon back. Corvum and his brother get revenge. I get what I want, which is no one else in my way in my order, and a more focused group trying to bring Abaddon back. And, upon successful reinstation of his lordship over the bottomless pit, we'll leave this realm. We have no quarrel with you here.
I don't trust it.
I think we can trust it for now.
What happened to Gwen? Were you always Gwen?
Gwen is a persona I created.
So you were always Gwen?
Yes. Oh, you don't know my name.
I was going to get to that.
Well, perhaps we save that for another day, when more trust is acquired.
Kenia?
So you're trying to join up with someone that won't even tell us their name?
Me. Reconsider it right now. You think me and you can beat her right now?
No.
No, probably not.
She takes a sip of her wine glass and just kind of snuffs and just...
I mean, believe me, I'm confident I can put up a hell of a fight, but...
And then that gives me time to run.
Crazy.
And that is the smart option. Although I may want to tell Joriel to let you go, because I don't think it would do well for you if you ran out the door right now.
What do you think I am? Do you think I'm some weakling?
No! I've seen you change into beings and beasts that I could only imagine to change
Don't forget
into.
who ripped you apart. Don't forget.
You did.
I did.
You did. After a pesky arrow found me.
Yeah, isn't it so ironic that the two people that are here are the ones that killed you?
Speaking of, how was it that you are back to this? I must need to work on my spell, because I thought I shattered your mind.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen a second time.
Oh,
Well...
Try it. I try. I'm like, yeah, try it. Try it.
She puts her fingerboard and just boops your nose and just goes, well, you play your cards right, and I won't have to cast that on you.
God, God, I love fierce women. Okay, anywho.
come on now.
Here's the thing.
Come on.
I mean,
Here's the thing, though. Your persona as Gwen has currently been compromised.
Well, that's only because you've got a side of the story that you've told to the authorities. You could easily go back and say you found somebody else that was actually the perpetrator of it. You could sweep this under the rug for me and I could keep my persona. Or, we have to do this the difficult way, and I have to make a whole new persona and reestablish who I am, and it'll take 60 years for people to understand what I'm about. I've done it before, I could do it again, but just terribly inefficient. Or you could make this all go away from me.
I could. If. And I tap the bow. Can you fix that?
Oh, I don't need to fix it for me. And she just kind of waves her hand and a bow in fire emits in the air and she just grabs it. It's always tied to my personal space. And it disappears again. What? A girl's got to have her, priorities.
Have you lost your mind?
Consider
I
it.
said.
I think Diana's losing her mind by being in my presence, of course.
Oh
Oh,
my
shit.
gosh.
Consider it.
Consider
it.
weak.
Listen.
Calling you weak-minded.
Listen.
You listen. No, you listen to me. Give us just a moment.
Oh, please take all the time you need. And she just goes over to the pitcher and just pours more wine.
You have lost your mind. I told you when I thought about giving you back this staff that I'm not going to let this happen again. You are wanting to get us involved with this other god that was part of the one that almost took you away from us?
Ish.
There is a light in
There.
every darkness.
No. Her god.
Listen,
her
I am
god-
important.
Her
Listen.
god literally is the god of the bottomless pit. There
She
ain't
is
no light
the
down there,
god
babe.
of ambition. Consider this.
You-
Consider.
Okay,
Look, listen.
I think
I know she's a lot.
you're
I get
looking
it.
at it through a stained glass.
I'm looking
You-
at it a very practical way. You want Aurora back, right?
Yes.
So we
No,
need
no,
less
I
people
never said
trying
fully-
to kill us. We barely survived against her. Her alone.
Yes, her
Do you
alone.
know what she could do if she were on our side? Even for just a fraction of the
She's
time.
not on our side.
She
baby.
can
She
be.
doesn't want.
She doesn't have to be on our side, particularly. We can be aligned.
There's
Listen to
no
me, listen.
alignment in this.
Next.
done.
Bad
Do you
guy,
think-
right?
I tried
What
to be
listen,
a good dad. I
That's
tried to
that.
be inspirational.
What has it done for us? It has helped us in countless times. Just because something is inherently evil doesn't mean it can't be used
The
for good
staff-
if you point it at the right
staff
people.
never helped us
Maury.
at all.
Was a huge boon to us and will remain a boon if we use it
properly.
There is no proper usage.
There can be.
So you're telling me...
I understand you're
telling me-
afraid, but it can be harnessed. The power can be harnessed.
No.
Good.
You
can do
we just spent money so that you could get a necklace to help yourself from the staff.
To keep myself from attacking people who don't need to be attacked.
Because
That's
you
what I
can't
need.
deal with it.
Well, I'm working on dealing. That's why I'm going through this.
You
That's
can't.
why I'm talking.
You can't learn how to deal with it.
I can
while
learn how to
creating
deal with
another
it.
alliance.
You have a power that turned people into stone, and you managed to conquer it.
That's different.
How is it different?
Because
that was realms that were spitting out hellspawn that could have taken out to kill them, but you harnessed the power. If anyone should understand how to harness power that was inherently evil, it should be you.
It wasn't evil.
It was used for evil.
It was...
The people that day, what was the name? Strawberry was going to harness that same force for evil, but you made it good. We can do the same
We
thing
cannot.
here.
That is one thing. It was contained. This is far more. They could take over everything. And then, what if this got lying to us? Okay, brings back next. Then we have two big problems without us. 6 of us?
And Aurora defeated them both at the same time.
Sacrificing herself.
So what will happen? What will be the worst case scenario? We return to back where we are and back to square one?
I'd rather be in square one than slaves.
Or if we can get Abaddon out of the way, then Aurora will have a one-on-one fight with Nex. And we can be done with both of them at the same time.
Nex got to Abaddon
Abaddon went to Nex.
Okay, and they worked together, so if...
Believe me, I know Nex at this point. He is... he's so damn irritating.
Yes!
He is self-sabotaging to the very core.
So what if Abaddon wants Nex back?
Look at me. I was supposed to be his champion. You know what he did to me? He made me vulnerable to poison. To poison of all things. That is self-sabotaging. If he wanted me to do some great goal, what did he do instead? He possessed me and made me attack all my friends in the middle of the city.
And you think that this will help?
He's a fool. But if I can manage to not be possessed, I can use that strength to bring back Aurora, and she can wipe him out.
We need
that is what will happen.
This isn't smart.
And we need less people out of our way.
Do you think that Corvum is going to agree with this?
Probably not.
Do you think that Osadi will agree with this?
And that's why you need to keep this quiet.
That cannot happen.
It has to happen.
It cannot happen.
For the sake of this entire realm, it has to happen.
For the sake of this entire realm, I need to die
here.
We can die here, but they'll know something.
You see her has like a straw she's just slurping through watching you. Oh, sorry. I made a drink and I'm done with it now. Judge to the side. It seems you have a lot to discuss about this, and while I love to hear your thoughts about it, I have other things I need to get to. So, how about this? And she holds out her hand, and in between her fingers, a card forms. She hands it to you.
Yeah, of course, give it to him.
It's a one-time use, but call me.
Diana!
This shows the weakness!
It's not. You fell in love with a cultist who was fighting for Next. Because what? No, he needed it, or he could have died like you're trying to choose right now. But you found the good in him. You found the good in a cultist. Find the good here. Find the gold here.
He didn't know.
He knew. He knew when he saw those people strung about that. He knew, and he was complicit. God dang it! But you found the good, Kenia. Grab her on the corner. Listen to me. You of all people should understand. Find the light, damn it. Find the light.
There is no light.
There is.
With the god of the abyss.
She's not a god.
Her god is.
So what? A servant and a servant. At the end of the day, it's a servant for a servant.
He's an
Do you understand?
He is an apple farmer.
And she was a... I was about to say prostitute, but she is an entertainer.
Not an apple farmer.
This is all my fault.
We'll get back to this.
Somewhere, Corbin sheds a single tear. For some reason. She looks at the two of you and she just goes,
I say one more hard-ass line that I stole from a show.
Go for it.
Do you want to be the good guy, or do you want to save the world?
Okay, Invincible.
Yeah! Yeah!
Logo drop. No.
I am a Cecil stand.
Oh, no.
She looks to the two of you and just goes, well, you have a lot to discuss between the two of you, and I'm sure you have a lot to discuss between the rest of your party. So, I plan to remain here in the meantime. You have my card. Give me a ring.
No!
Sometime.
I'd say so many things to you.
Save it.
And I might enjoy some of them.
I know you would. That was in my head. But just know, it would hurt your feelings.
Okay, now I'm just curious. What?
Don't worry about it.
Give her some time to work on it. Joriel, and she, calls out to the individual on the other side of the door. Our guests are leaving now. The door opens. You don't see the dwarf, though.
Question, did the bow that I had, did that just turn into her weapon again?
No, it is still shattered on the ground.
Can you fix this? Or no?
Girl.
Fix it?
Yes, fix it.
Do you want one for
I
yourself?
do.
Oh my
I really
gosh.
do. It shot fireballs. Oh, come on.
Well, I mean, we're always looking for new members to join our order.
You see?
I've already got a god up my ass about that.
Yeah,
So,
well,
yeah.
once you deal with that, you could always turncoat.
Consider.
We could use somebody of your skill set with us. If that's something you're interested in. There are certain perks to the job.
No, you see? This is what
Anyway. Over the table. Because fireballs are cool. But anyway. I will scoop that bow back.
Yeah, you put it back. She's just kind of...
I'm going to fix eventually. Alright. I guess we'll be off.
Toodaloo?
Yeah, toodaloo.
Oh, you're going to the loo as the door closes?
Yeah.
How immature!
You hear a slight giggle from behind the door. You two leave. The door closes, but you don't see the dwarfish individual.
Yeah.
Is he one of those big monkey things that we fought in the hall?
He's fake.
Make a perception check.
Because I don't know where she got those things from.
Unbelievable.
That is going to be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Hey.
You look around, kind of just glancing, and you look up above the door, and the door frame itself was a little bit larger than most door frames are, because the very center of it, there's a little bit more of a ledge, just wide enough for someone to stand on. And he's standing there with a heavy crossbow cranked and just kind of aimed down, now no longer at the ready, as you two begin to walk out and just kind of puts it to his side.
I would have caught it.
Stupid dwarf.
Yeah,
Jumps
right,
down. Heavy footfalls on the ground, closes the door, not a word, just begins to escort you out.
We have much to discuss.
Oh, we got a lot to discuss, but not with the party. You understand me?
Do you think
yes.
that just the two of us is what she wants?
What do you
No. She wants the entire party because our party poses a threat. She doesn't want just us because we
Our
pose a
party
threat.
is suspicious that she is the champion and that, well, she clearly murdered the damn dude. We know that point. But if we can just tell them that we went and investigated and that she's not the champion, then we can break the news to them later.
How is this a good idea?
It's not a good idea, but it's what needs to be done.
If it
That's
was
the
a good
problem.
idea,
If
then
every
it would...
plan was flawless, then the world would be perfect. But it's not. Sometimes you gotta do some things you don't really agree with to make a better difference.
No!
Yes!
No!
And as you continue to have this
Can't get through
discussion,
this with squeaky clean morals. Everyone knows that.
I'm not talking about squeaky clean. I'm talking about not bringing up the god of the abyss.
If they try to take over
Listen.
the world, we can handle it.
We
can handle
You
it.
said yourself she almost killed the entire party. Exactly. So what do you think will happen when the
Well, you
time
certainly
comes?
seem to have the confidence that we could handle them in that room.
If we can handle just her, yeah, we can.
And what makes you think we can't? Hell, our whole journey is about bringing back gods and stopping them, isn't it?
We almost lost you to a fragment of the god. We almost lost you to a fragment.
Possessed.
Almost lost me
I got
to
possessed, and I'm working on that.
Doesn't make it better.
Working on that.
We almost lost you to the rift.
Exactly.
Do you remember that?
Yes, I
And yet you still have a piece of that in your chest.
I'd like to show it proudly.
You zip it.
I guess. Okay, but this is a
Don't be a hypocrite.
This is different playing fields.
It's literally
Yes,
a
it is.
different
I have-
playing field.
I have a shard in me. You almost got taken
And
out.
I have a fragment.
Exactly. And you also got
I'm making steps
actual
to
God.
prevent how it's affecting me. You fully embrace the thing.
Because there was no other choice.
Because there was no other choice.
Okay, listen to me. I'm genuinely curious on how you think doing something that isn't good is the good idea.
Well, let me tell you this
And
right
there's
now.
a
I
lot
will
of
give you
crap people around
exhibit
them.
A. Have I been helpful to this party?
Yes.
I am a champion of Nex.
No,
How can
you're
those two be the same? How can I be helpful and this at the same time?
Because you're not a champion of next.
I am.
You're not a champion anymore.
I am.
You
It
weren't.
failed. It failed.
You hear a gasp, and you look, and you're standing a good block away from the building that you just left, and there's a crowd of people around you, walking around that are all like looking your direction and like, what?
And scene.
Thank you.
Make a performance or deception check with advantage.
The both of us?
Both of you.
That is a 14. I'm gonna just use my lucky roll just
Ooh.
in case. Alright, that's gonna be an 18.
18.
9.
9. With an 18, when you go end scene, several people are like, oh my. Oh. And like the demeanor changes, people start to clap. You do get one elderly gentleman who like walks up to you and like pushes his spectacles up and he's like, fantastic performance on your part. It seems that your protege needs some more work on what they're doing, so
She's working on it.
you should study some more of the classics, and begins to like list off some of like the classic performers of the day, and it's like a tough time getting away from that person. You finally like leave that person and begin to walk down the street further.
Thank you. I'll come to Corbin's show. You will see more like that. And I push Kenia away just
Noted.
down the streets.
We will take a short break, because that was an intense conversation.
That was a bickerman.
And we'll come back here in a minute. So,
A few moments later.
Must you do it?
She literally said what I that. said Yeah, outside. she I was literally like, said that. rogue.
yeah, I'm basically the rogue.
Like, rogue.
So, bring him back in. Actually, I'll take this back, just for the sake of keep letting you guys be able to talk without that being there.
Oh, yes.
Because now it's your guys' time to get to chat. We return. Big motion, so I know where to cut in the video.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Welcome back.
That
was a lot.
That was a lot, yeah. Hopefully everyone's recovered.
I am not. I am not.
I'm still shooketh. On the other side of the city...
Meanwhile,
Paperwork. Let's go, people.
back to our exciting paperwork.
Talking about bringing a god back with the object of the party's ire. Cut to, and would you like to file marriage filing jointly? Or is this single?
Oh, God.
We move back to our group that is in the more market district side of the city of Samor, having come from the Hall of the Light Guard, and making their way of one of two places. Are you heading to the College of Illuminated Arcanum, or are you heading to the Church of Aurora, seated in Samor to start?
The college first.
Okay. You guys make your way to the college. What is your intention at the college?
We are going to the college in order to essentially get more bureaucratic crap out the way of, like, I guess, documents for, like, helping people if at all possible, as well as, like, the taking on of, like, different quests.
Flight licenses for the party.
For the party, obviously.
Yeah.
Not for me.
Potential
That's true.
Yes, we can.
We need the
I don't even know license to fly.
potential magic licenses. And
Sure. All of that. Makes sense. You make your way over to the College of Illuminated Arcanum. For most of you, it is a new site. For Six, this is a familiar site that you've seen from above, but also from the side. You've seen the insides of it when you teleported here with Cassandra, but walking up to the structure during daylight is a immense structure to take in. It is a massive, multi-tiered, sectioned off campus, for lack of a better term. A wall surrounding the entire exterior. Some of those have parapets coming off them. But very clearly, there are spires in the very middle of it that stand tall to the sky, that are representative of the different schools of magic that this place teaches. There are 4 key spires, with one central spire in the very middle that acts as what you would most likely know is that is where the headmaster or the principal of the university sits, and that is their office and estate, for lack of a better term, where they carry out their business. So as you approach this, there are light guard that are milling about the street, but then there is a transition at the actual gates of this college where there are light guard on the outside, but then you see robed figures on the inside that bear the mark of the college on their garments that are kind of talking, and they're having conversations with the light guard. You can see this like transfer of power almost like its own nation state within this city. But as you approach, there's a few light guard that just kind of nod your direction, don't pay you any mind. Some of the individuals on the inside of the college see you, and one walks up and goes, hello, welcome to the College of Illuminated Arcanum. What can I do for you or point you in the direction of?
Hello, good sir. We are here in order to obtain the proper licenses and documentations in regards to flying, potentially helping people, use of magic, and any other potential rules that we might have missed at our, what was the previous destination?
The
Hall of the Light Guard.
The Hall of the Light Guard.
Yeah. Well, that's is very noble. Good. If you'll please follow me. And just begins to walk you into a garden area, and then kind of takes a right turn through this courtyard, through a hall that you see more people milling about, but they're more older individuals who are in various guard or administrative positions. You don't see any students here in this area. And as you go deeper into this, you find yourself at a similar, almost clerical desk setup with a couple booths, but nobody's really standing in line to have a conversation. You walk right up to the front as one individual kind of looks to you. Yes, what can I help you with here at the college?
I repeat the words that I said.
You repeat everything. And he goes, got it, makes sense, and looks to the individual that brought you there and nods that they've got it, sends them off. Great, so it's a little bit different than at the Hall of the Light Guard, so where there you pay money for permits, here, while there is somewhat of a fee that is transferred depending on the permit, you more so have to be given license to do something based on the sanction of one of the teachers here at the college.
By any chance, would a recommendation from Cassandra be of any aid in that? We were meant to serve as her guard in times when she is in the city.
I'm assuming that you're referring to Cassandra Delvive.
Indeed.
Now the High Archmage of Tequilda.
Yes.
Well, we are very happy to call her an alum of this college, as she was one of the many bright students here, but has gone on to do great things. And so she studied mainly under Renaud Casgrove, who is the headmaster of abjuration and conjuration within the college. But there are other headmasters that you could speak with. There is Celine Trinware, which I can pause since you're writing these down.
Bernald.
Oh. Casgrove.
Cool name. Just like that nod of acknowledgement.
I'm always here for you, Cam.
Thanks.
And this was Cassandra's teacher?
This was Cassandra's teacher, yes.
My number one supporter in real life, my number one hater in games.
100%. That's what you should say to me outside.
Then there was also
Your character so bad, and you were so contrary.
Celine, Seline, Trinware. But you can just Celine Trinware. She's the headmaster of enchantment and evocation. And I can also post these in the Discord as well, but just for the sake of time. And then there's also Eles Istray. She's the headmaster of divination and illusion. There is Uldrif Brell, who is the purveyor of forbidden arts and the headmaster of necromancy and transmutation. And then finally, the prime archmage of Samor and also the principal of the college is Edagast Edilus.
Edagast Edilus.
Sounds real Lord of the Rings.
Also known as Archmage Edilus.
Edilus.
Oh,
Yes.
no. I was thinking anime.
Oh, no.
Yeah, sorry.
Lord of the Rings is our anime.
Literally.
I just dated us by doing that. I'm so sorry.
So good.
It's so good. It's so good. Right. Those are the different
Red
headmasters that you could speak to. And those are the names that are provided as you are thinking. So I can happily regurgitate those back to you if you have questions. Is there any particular person you're interested in talking to?
I suppose that going to the person that would be closest to Cassandra in order to get our documentations would probably be the most streamlined of options.
And I would agree. So we can get one of our runners to take you. It will be a student at the college. They like to, we try to acclimate them to speaking to adventurers or those who are of high society, so that way they're just more read into interaction with people. So we'll get you probably a senior to take you up to Bernald, since this is a matter for one of the headmasters. So please wait here a moment. And they take a moment, send some people. You see a young female halfling approach, kind of in robes that are tailored to her. They're not drooping in any uncanny or kid-like way. She looks, very formal and set in her dress. And as she approaches, she goes, "I understand you want to go talk to Bernald Casgrove?"
Indeed.
Well, right this way if you'll follow me. And she kind of leads you out into the courtyard, tracing back some of the steps. As you're walking, though, you see her kind of look to the side and slow down for a second as an individual in a heavy black cloak with gold trim approach, and kind of the hood is not pulled fully forward, but the hood is just kind of sitting on the crown of the head, kind of pulls it back a little bit, and you would all recognize this individual because you saw them at the Platinum auction. But this is Devlin, who is assistant to Uldrif Brell, who kind of motions to this individual and stops them and just says, "Hello, I believe that we have not formally made acquaintance with each other, but I am Devlin. I serve under Headmaster Uldrif Brell, and saw you at the auction, but also saw you on the premises, and would like to tell you that Headmaster Uldrif would like to request an audience with you per your availability while you're here on the grounds."
Can I have above the table?
Yes?
Okay, so is this the person that I saw?
No, this is not. This was the individual that Cassandra said, there are some people at the college that there's one person in particular at the college that I don't know a lot about, and I wish to know more about them. They don't come to the Platinum auction, but their assistant does, and that assistant is Devlin. And so you're making the connections now that Cassandra does not know a lot of information about Uldrif, and wished to...
No, but the guy that we're looking at is
Yes.
the guy that I saw.
is not the guy you saw for that.
Okay.
Is the guy you saw when you were all sitting in the auction together as a group, and Cassandra kind of pointed over her shoulder and was like, that guy.
Okay.
I want to figure out about
He
him.
is the one, yes.
Yeah, he's
yes,
that.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
but he's not
Bought
that guy.
the arcane poison. He bought the arcane poison.
Oh, yes, he did put forward a pretty substantial sum of money for an arcane poison that was put up for auction.
Who's the person that I saw?
No one here. Totally
okay.
different.
Okay.
Nobody you've ever seen before.
Okay.
Yeah. So, above the table, back to the table. Devlin makes mention of that the headmaster Uldrif would would request an audience with you as you have time while you're on the campus.
That would be splendid, thank you.
Great. You can just go over to this tower, and he points to one of the towers that is designated for Uldrif, and you know that location now, and leaves and lets you continue on with this halfling as you go to talk to Bernald. Going up a set of stairs, it is a lavish, but it is also a labyrinth in the structure of this. It is a entire college campus, for lack of a better term. There are buildings, there are libraries that are just expansive. You walk by some and you can see that there are just tomes that go for stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks. And those who are more interested in the histories of the world and reading, your mind immediately begins to salivate of the idea of spending hours in there.
Yep.
But you continue on and you finally find the base of a spire, or the base of a staircase that leads up a spire, to which the individual kind of stops and goes, you'll just have to go right up these stairs, and Bernald knows you're arriving. So, have a great day. And she just kind of turns and walks away.
In the time that we're waiting, I communicate with Cassandra that we are getting the proper licenses and documentations together. How many words was that?
It's a couple. You got a few left.
Okay. From Bernard. I apologize for everything. I'm trying to do right.
Have a good day.
No. I love you.
I love you.
Oh.
There's a pause. And you send this at the base of the stairs, but you were told to go ahead and go up the stairs. So as you begin walking up the stairs, the message comes back from Cassandra, who says, well, I'm glad you're getting to meet Bernald. He's a kind man, but he can be a lot. I'm sorry, too, for my outburst. It was just a lot to process. I love you, too.
Oh, so cute.
We'll talk soon.
Aw, kissy.
And then the message fades. Right about the time you get to the top of the staircase and there's a landing, before, as you're just standing there and one of you reaches for the door just opens up on its own and swings on its hinges. And inside is a wonderfully comfy office. Maybe different from what you were expecting, but there's just a massive amount of couches and pillows, but also tables full of food and sweet treats and drinks that are fizzing and all these different smattering of niceties that you've not necessarily seen before. But it's not gaudy. It's very homely and warm. There's a fireplace going off to the side and just a few chairs sitting next to it. Some scattered papers of studies next to a fire where one has fallen asleep. And over at the edge of the room, you see, taking some spectacles off and standing up off of his seat and then falling past his desk as he is also a halfling, walking around, you see Bernald Casgrove. Hello, oh, yes, I've seen you all before. You came here with Cassandra the other night for the Platinum Auction.
Indeed. Corvo Blade at your service.
Corvo, pleasure to meet you. And what is your name?
Loston.
Loston, pleasure to meet you.
Osadi.
Osadi, man of the cloth. It's good to have you on our campus. And
Copying how I saw Devlin take his, hood of his cloak off, my designation is 6.
And Bernald, who has had conversations with each of you, looks at you and just immediately, fascinating. You have a construct with you. Wow. I'm sorry. your designation is 6. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Is this construct one that you have made or found?
Found,
What
actually.
found?
Oh, okay. Fantastic. Sorry, I have... I could have many questions about that, but you came to me, so what can I do for you?
Yes, we are here to obtain the... And I list off all the documents.
You list off the documents. He takes that and he's like, yes, I completely understand. Is your reason for doing so, I guess, for just speed of getting around the city, or what is the reason that you have for these?
A giant portion of it is honestly atonement for my ignorance.
Fair enough. Many people come into the city, and as is becoming more common, it seems, being reprimanded for things that used to not be a problem. But these are the times we live in. So, yes, I believe that should be in order. Because of your connection to Cassandra, she spoke highly of you. Later that evening, she sent me a message, and I was very grateful to hear from my star pupil again. But she spoke very highly of you, and so I feel it as my duty to make sure that you have all of the requisite documents you need. So, yes, by all means, flight permits, is that something that you will all need, or just a portion of you?
For the members of our... Actually, in the event that we would need to be riding on the back of any of our party members, as a few of them are capable of transforming into flying creatures, what would that be? Would that just be a permit for that individual, or would it be a permit for everyone?
You know, it's interesting you bring up semantics that we just recently had an issue with this where someone had a permit and then someone similarly rode on their back as they flew away, and that person was reprimanded. So I can write the language in such that your party is covered. What name should I put down? Should I just put everyone's names, or is there a group name that you go by?
The party name is Misconduct.
I forgot.
Oh, I forgot
so
that's
good.
where I was going.
He kind of like looks, and you can see him processing a lot in that moment. Goes, well, I think it is a very good conduct that you've come to me for this. So, and he signs that with Misconduct. No need for all of your names, as he just writes the group name that you're assigned. To which he fills out other documents for magic casting. It was flight, magic casting, and was there a third one?
Flight, magic casting, helping people.
Helping people. When you say about helping, he's like, well, there's not really a permit for that.
Enforcing the law.
Oh, do you mean helping people in the sense of like helping the poor and downtrodden?
Yes.
Yes. That is not in my power to give. Unfortunately, that is something that is devoted solely from the council itself and its members, given to organizations larger than a few members to be able to be classified as able to give service to those in need.
Understood. And what of taking on quests and or I guess defense of ourselves or the city?
If you take up postings from the Light Guard, that is something that you're given effectively free reign within reason of not destroying property of the city or harming individuals, but whatever means necessary to take care of whatever the missive is that you have is usually regarded, and if there are exceptions, they can tend to turn an eye away in light of the good of the city that's being done. So there's not a specific requirement that needs to be done for that. It's just you need to have the proper missive in hand for what you are attempting to do or take care of in the city.
I have a question.
Yes.
So the downtrodden in the city.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
Would you say?
Oh, no.
What percentage of them are human?
What percentage of them would be human?
Damn it. I was joking.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Samor is full of many different races and creed and cultures, and so I couldn't put a number on it. I'll be completely honest. I don't get out much from the. He just kind of like looks around from this room, really. This is my home, and I live here, and I teach here. So I don't really get out much to the city. This is my city in many ways. So.
Sure.
So sorry I can't be of more assistance, but perhaps the Light Guard would have specifics on
Guard?
that. Yes.
Oh, perfect.
Well, they do part of the city of Samor and the bureaucracy is they take a census every so often, and I don't know when the most recent one was done, or it could have been 50 years ago for all I know.
Well, I think as a party we should definitely look into that before we offer help.
Yes.
That is in character.
It is good to keep things above board, absolutely, yes.
It's so in other topics, for taking on quests and stuff of that nature, I was told that we would be able to do so here. Is that correct?
We have some quests that are available here, but for the most part, you would check in with the Light Guard that are downstairs. We tend to pass anything that is not something that is dealt with on campus to the Light Guard, and then they take the missives further out from there. So,
Where do I find the Light Guard again?
They
were at the front, right? When we came
yes,
in?
anyone wearing the armor of the Light
That's
Guard,
great.
easy to find.
Perfect.
Yes.
And, I mean, I did, of course, have a few just questions of curiosity, but if anyone else has any questions first, please by all means.
I did have one question.
Sure.
You were the second person who said something about the times that we live in and the changes that they've brought.
Yes.
Does it have something to do with the hurt guard, or is there something else going on?
No, I believe you're referring to that we've lost apparently some Light Guard to the sewers, or some force in there, I'm not entirely sure. No, this has been, again, I don't get out much from here, but from what I've heard from students and other bureaucratic members of society who come through here, is that there's been a shift. That Samor is a very historical city. It was the first city of the realm, and it has existed in perpetuity since the founder and creator of it, Aurora, took place in her temple, and kind of points to the side, and you see, while the College of Illuminated Arcanum is a massive structure on its own, where the center of the city is, that overlooks the ocean and kind of stands almost as a pillar of its own, is this massive stone, uncarved structure, this raw shoot of stone jutting out from the earth, and around it are stairs and other buildings, but then there's just kind of nothing for a while, and at the very top is a massive temple that is just glowing with light and alabaster marble that is bright in the light of the sky, in the sun. And he kind of points to that and he goes, as he says, the creator of the realm, Aurora. But she's been disappeared for almost a millennia at this point. And so many people have found themselves wanting to move on to more of a modern age. The age of magic, again, or the age of bureaucracy. Many people call it different things, but it seems to be that there is a move away from the divine, as there's, well, and it kind of looks to you and looks at your armor and all of the, garb of a man of the cloth. As you know, there are many who do not share in your faith or creed, and so some people just say that we as a society can move on fine without the gods. And I believe that the council, who has been instated as the rulers of this city, have been steadily moving that direction, to the dismay of some and to the excitement of others, as is always with bureaucracy, which is why I don't stay in that. I very much enjoy being away from bureaucracy and just get to deal with magic and study. It's so fascinating and so unadulterated by greed.
Yeah, that tracks. Thank you for that.
Great. I hope that was helpful. Yes.
Any questions?
No.
A few questions of mine. I was... Forgive me for my curiosity and if I'm stepping out of bounds in this regards, but I was curious about a few of Cassandra's school days and some of the stories that you'd be able to share.
Oh.
If willing.
Well, there's certainly some stories that she wouldn't want me to tell because she, well, I can tell you a little bit about this one. There was one time where she was in class and she had a terrible bout of something with what she had in the cafeteria, it seems, and rushed out of class. However, she's an incredibly bright student and was always very attentive in class, and when she did not return by the end of the lecture, I became slightly worried, so I sent someone to go look for her. And it was later told to me that apparently she had locked herself in the bathroom. That in an attempt to disguise whatever grievances or off-putting odors, she accidentally cast some abjuration magic that locked herself in the stall. It was quite a day, and she took quite a verbal beating from her peers, as you can imagine. But she stayed strong through it, and she has a stiff upper lip to take that kind of criticism. But honestly, that's the funniest thing that she ever did. She was very focused. And especially after that incident, I don't really ever remember her making another gaffe or mistake after that.
It seems like her to be, to learn from her mistakes.
Indeed.
Quite quickly.
Yes, yes. She was always very good at that. And she taught me to learn from some of my mistakes as well. That I'm not above not missing things in the equation of magic, and she revealed many things to me that were efficiencies. And her station of High Archmage is well earned in Tekilda.
Did she have a favorite subject?
Well, I mean, abjuration was a critical study of hers, and just because she studied under me does not mean she is an expert in abjuration or conjuration. It just means that she took an interest in that. Think of it as electives. But she was trained in all of the arcane. But you'd have to ask her about her favorite subject. I mean, she seemed to enjoy my classes, but I can't speak for the other headmasters here.
That is good to know. I'm also curious about the plethora of knowledge that you have plastered on your walls, but if I feel like I'd be here all day if I were to do that.
Yes, and I do, and he looks outside and you can see a sundial that's set in a window that begins to, as the shadow is cast along, he goes, and I do have an evening lecture I should be getting to, so it was a pleasure to meet all of you, Misconduct. Fantastic name. Oh, I love it. Anyway, so enjoy the rest of your studies, or time here. I will need to leave, so if we could all leave together, that would be great.
Before you go.
Yes.
Do you have any information on bone claws, and do they seem to congregate in certain places, or are they kind of just spread out? I know that's a little random, but you know.
Very specific. To be completely honest, I'm not entirely familiar with what it is you speak of.
Oh.
However, you might do well to speak to Uldrif at the college.
Okay. Thank you.
He seems to have a pulse on things dark and mysterious.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes.
How are you with magic puzzles?
I love magic puzzles.
Fair enough. We have this box.
Okay. You let him look at it real quick?
Yeah, you're ready.
He looks at it, and I'll have him just do a straight roll in front of the table, because he is, even though he's very good at it, he's kind of splitting his mind of where he's trying to go. So I'll give him the stats of Cassandra, which is crazy. But you did find the person who could do this. So this is an Arcana check.
Would you like to use my dice tower?
He gets plus 17.
Well, that's helpful.
Because he's very strong. He gets plus 17. Yes, we'll use that right in here. Ready? Or where does it go?
Right
in
there? Yes.
And drop. Ooh. A 6. Plus 6 plus 17. Why can't I remember math?
23.
And
It's 23, yes.
And I will give guidance.
So a D4. I will let you roll a D4.
Okay.
A 1.
Yeah, just a 1.
Just a 1, so a total of 24. He spends a few minutes with it. He does not make any more progress than you do.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I mean,
it's already done.
But
I can't give
he's looking at it, he's doing it. Well, I'll say... Sure.
Bardic Inspiration?
Go for Bardic Inspiration.
I think it's a D8 right now.
Please.
Please, sir.
Thank you.
Please, sir. These are the children.
Yeah,
It's funny you say that.
It is
It is 5 gum.
Safe bets.
You are a greedy bastard.
Just like high school.
Yes.
Gum was a hot commodity.
Go
in high
for
school.
it. Metal dice.
A 5.
So 24 plus 5 for 29. That solves the phase 3 of this puzzle. So I will work on that, and then at the end of the session, when the cameras are off, I'll show you where that's at, because then there's still opportunity to continue to solve it. There's still more to it. But you effectively passed another check to unlock part of this puzzle, as Bernald is looking at this, and like he's working on it and getting a little frazzled, and he kind of like looks over the clock, and he's like, maybe I don't have time for this. And you kind of tap him on the shoulder, and what kind of assurance do you give him?
Perhaps if you were to utilize these symbols here and here.
Oh, you're right. Actually, if I do it like this, and then what does your bardic inspiration look like as he's beginning to fiddle with this?
You can do it!
Yeah, you can do it. You can do it.
You play some melody in the background, and the music builds, and he ends up locking a few of the runes on the top here. He starts turning dials and moving them around and shifting, and then you watch as a flash of light happens, and lines are traced, connecting all these together, and you watch light flash from the side, and a little bit of like a puff of dust, like, and you hear a click, and I can't pull it out now because I have to solve it. But that opens, and we'll get to that in a minute. We'll get to that in a minute. We'll say that it unlocks, and he's like, "Ooh, this is interesting," but he's like, "Well, it's not my puzzle. I'll give it back to you to ascertain as you find." We'll say that there's like 1 or 2 things to solve, so just from a timeline perspective, because there's one more thing I want to get to before you open the puzzle box. But he begins to usher you out of the room. If you would follow.
Yes.
You all make your way out of the room. We'll say for timing purposes as well, that you two, you've been doing your own conversation and walking around the city, and it's about this time that you would be either at the hotel, at the college, or at the Hall of the Light Guard, wherever those 3 places you wanted to be. You knew that the college was one of the places to go to because that was the last thing you heard about 6 wanting to get a flight license. So if you would like to meet up with the rest of the party at the college, you can do so.
Yeah, I think we could just have our text exchange be the bickering on the way over
Yeah.
there.
I love that. Great. You guys make your way to the college, you're escorted in, and about this time as you're coming down the stairs, you reunite with your 2 other party members. Who, as you all congregate together and kind of just have a moment of like, oh, hey, good to see you, you do see Devlin sitting towards the entrance of the college, who just kind of gets up as he sees you all kind of congregated together and kind of dusts off his robe and walks forward. I don't know what you have planned next, but it's now a good time to make your way and speak with Uldrif briefly.
Who was Uldrif again?
Uldrif was the one. Sorry. That she wanted to see because it would know more about the
Bone claws?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you probably heard from Cassandra that he's the headmaster of transmutation and necromancy at the college, and
Uldrif
also
is that guy?
Huh?
Uldrif is that guy?
And the purveyor of forbidden
Okay,
arts.
well, I need to talk to him.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
We got a
you
lot to
all are escorted by
discuss. We have
Devlin.
a lot to discuss.
You make your way up to another series of stairs familiar to you all in the structure of this, new to the 2 of you, and Devlin just walks up to this door, or to this open archway, and starts walking upstairs. And you walk, and you walk, and you walk, and it's odd. You walk for 4 minutes up these stairs, much longer than you walked to go up Bernald's. But from the outside, you notice that the towers are the same height. So it's odd that this is taking longer.
Just a longer loading screen.
Mario 64.
Yeah. And finally, as you're starting to wonder about it, you hit another landing, and there's a dark iron door before you. And Devlin knocks, and there's a moment before you hear a click. The door swings open on its own. Devlin walks in and then motions for you all to enter if you wish to.
Proceed to enter.
Different from the other rooms that you've been in, as well as the office of Bernald you were in just minutes ago is a much darker office. The floor is black marble. Red carpet is sprawled out. The windows are shuttered. There's a large dark wood mahogany table that stretches with 15, 20 seats that are available at the table with no food, just empty platters sitting there. A few desks sit on the far end of the room with some chairs and some writing utensils, and 2 doors sit at the very back of this chamber, leading to other rooms, you suppose. And then there are also stands of like knight armor that are posted in various historically significant armor settings, from different versions of light guard armor to old versions of armor worn by paladins of Aurora, and just a smattering of other types of armor kind of line the walls here. And as you kind of wait in this space, Devlin just kind of goes over to the side of the door that you entered and just stands there and just waits. And a few moments pass before you hear a and one of the far doors on the left opens, and stepping out you see heavy black robes with a mantle on and a gold symbology on the front of the 2 schools of magic that Uldrith oversees. An older human male, probably in his late 70s, with liver spots kind of on his head and long kind of thin hair, steps out and looks to all of you. Well, welcome. It's a pleasure to meet all of you.
Of course you talk like that.
The pleasure is mine. Corvin Bladebugs at your service.
Corvin, my name is Uldrith Brell. It is a pleasure to meet all of you. I have heard of your exploits and tales from afar, from that of working with Cassandra to also your exploits in To Kill Dad Large and Bayham, and it seems wherever you go, you seem to make a place better than where you found it. So I am happy that you have graced my halls. Please, let us sit. And kind of motions over to the table, and as he does, he waves his hand, and all the chairs, or 6 chairs, slide out and open spaces for you to sit.
Thank you for your hospitality, and I proceed
just these 4, are we...
You're all together now.
Okay, so we're back with
you're with
okay.
the entire party is here for this. And you guys all proceed to sit down at the table.
Mm-mm.
You don't sit? What do you do?
I just stand there.
You just stand at the open chair?
Yeah, me too.
You also stand, just kind of put your hands on the chair and just kind of lean against it. Devlin does not take a chair. He continues to stand at the door. Uldrith walks over to his chair, pulls it out, and sits down. So, it seems that you've made your way here to Samor. For what purpose?
There's a few errands to run. I have to visit the brother of a friend that is located here, as well as making sure that Archmage Cassandra is well guarded. Exploration. We're adventurers by nature, so
I assumed.
It brought us here, of all things. We just roll with the dice, you could say.
A fitting analogy, yes. And you, what is your purpose here in Samor?
Tell me about the bone claws. And do they typically congregate together? Do they spread out? What do you know about them?
He kind of immediately looks to the rest of the party and just goes, "Not one to stand on ceremony, I see." Well, in answer to your question, bone claws are an extinct subspecies of undead that seem to have ravaged the land during the Sundering, but interesting to have one of your youth speak of a bone claw as if you've seen one recently. Is this a morbid curiosity, or is this something that you have more personal experience with?
I'd like to say that there's possibly been a sighting of a bone claw, and I've been told that you might know information about them.
I do have many tomes that cover the undead that swarmed the realm during the Sundering and have trickled in over the past few decades. So we should look at that and consult it together sometime.
Or I can consult it on my own.
I don't let tomes go from my study. But perhaps we can arrange a time. It seems that we may have more lengthy conversations based on your request and maybe the request of some of your compatriots. And looks over to you, Kenia. And you, what is your purpose here in Samor?
That's for me to know.
And I literally giggle.
A little spark.
Well done.
Looks over to you, just gives you a long look, kind of looking you up and down.
Scan.
Kind of gives a confused look.
It's how he understands what he's looking at.
And I just turn around. 6. Evil.
Roll for evil.
Roll for evil.
No, it's just-
No aggression detected.
Not enough.
Aggression on her part is detected.
It's like, it's just undetected.
Beep, boop, beep, boop. She's aggressive.
Yeah.
We're going to have to add to Six's designations not to follow orders from Loston.
You're going to have so many rules to keep track of. But looks to you and just goes...
6 is not your slave.
Looks to you and says, and what is your purpose here in Samor?
I follow my directives.
Oh, no.
Interesting. It's not very common to see an adventuring group with their own construct. So...
He's our friend.
Yeah, not a construct. Hello.
He's not a construct. What made you think that?
He's a construct, but
I am
he's
a
also our
construct.
friend.
That was the worst thing. He's not magical. Weird.
Yeah.
If the 6 glowing eyes.
Yeah.
Give
We're
her
not
that.
magical.
I just wanted to see where it
Yeah.
It might be the fatherly side of me,
Yeah,
but he has ended up in my care as well as the care of my party.
Interesting.
We have
Well,
to teach him to love.
Is 6 is your make of someone here in the city?
That information is classified.
Very interesting.
Why would you say that was interesting?
Well, some of the greatest minds who have made attempts at constructs are here in Samor, but none as advanced as what I see sitting before me. If I were a betting man, and I'm not, but I would venture to guess that by some of the arcane energy coming off you that you are from a make from Vandia.
I just stared.
I
Well.
think that you are making a lot of assumptions about our friend when we just met you.
Everything about my job is assumptions.
Well, I mean, that's not fair. We'll give
And
you
your
that.
purpose here in Samor.
I just sort of follow the party. But I do have a question for you, though.
Follow the party, alright.
Yeah.
Into destruction.
Good to have you back.
Amazing.
I'm sorry.
That was great.
My impulse control was rough.
I stopped her earlier from buying a piece of dice, and
Yes, she did.
I literally was like, "Mom," and then
Great minds think alike, I see.
That's amazing. Amazing.
Okay, I'm sorry. You said you studied necromancy, right?
It is under my purview to understand necromancy, yes.
Isn't necromancy generally evil?
Indeed, it is, but... And looks over to you. Those who serve the divine use forms of necromancy to bring back those from the dead, or speak to those who have passed on, commune with those who have left the realm of the living. Necromancy is a tool. Many use it for their own evil purposes, yes, but magic is magic.
no, no.
Magic.
I don't say anything, I just look at King.
You just look. He just looks at the rest of you. And your
Cool,
purpose.
I have business with the sect here in Samor.
I would imagine, yes.
It's not gonna happen.
Well, I appreciate all of you being forthright in your goals here. I ask not to pry, I ask because I see a mutual aid here. It's not terribly often we have accomplished adventuring groups make their way into the city, and so I see this as a opportunity where we can maybe help each other. There are things in the city that need fixing, and people who need help, questions unanswered, and I am unable to go ascertain them myself. If you were to go in my stead, potentially fight these battles, find this information and bring it back to me, I can make sure that any needs you have here in the city are taken care of, any licenses or any areas you need access to, I can make sure that they are taken care of. In addition to my state here at the college, I also serve as an ancillary individual on the council of Samor. So while I do not attend the meetings directly, I am sought for advice in council many times as a steward. And I can make sure to put good words in if there are those individuals you wish to influence or have meetings with. So,
do you know anything about infernal weaponry?
I've seen some infernal weaponry in my time, but it's few and far between to see weapons of ancient wars turn back up. For that is where most of these come from.
And I will pull out the bow remnants because I need this thing fixed.
You put the bow remnants out. He looks at it and he waves his hand, and they levitate off the table. And you don't have a full bow. You have pieces, and he continues to move them and align them into the best shape that would complete it. And he looks at it and goes, pulls it closer to him, traces his hands. You see his eyes flash, and you watch as he touches each spot of where it was broken and mends them back together. It's no longer magical, which is why I was able to mend it. However, the story behind it and its power seems interesting. If you were attempting to... if your goal was to reassemble this, there may be some enchanters who could do so. However, I'm not sure... Yeah, you started a little early there.
Yeah.
I was like, I haven't finished talking yet.
Hold on.
Perhaps you could contract someone to attempt to reassemble this, though I imagine it would cost a pretty penny, and just floats it back over to you. Question for you. Do you have the staff out, or is it in the bag?
I think I put it back in my bag. Did I not? Oh, it's back with her.
Yes, back in the bag.
It's back in the bag. Cool. He makes note of the bow, sends it over. He looks to all of you and just says,
We helped you.
I believe...
He gets my bow.
Well, he looks to you actually first, and he just says, thank you for letting me look at that. Perhaps we can discuss things and artifacts that you have seen floating around... Excuse me. Ugh. Floating around in the world at large, since you've seen much of it, I would assume, and we can compare notes.
Yeah.
Especially around this talk of a bone claw, I'm especially interested in. As part of my purview is also studying that magic which is forbidden, and the raising of undead, and any commitment to the deity known as Vitala is
That's a new name.
very much of interest to me. But, in the meantime, I believe a more tactical and short-term goal that we can have for each other is there have been some guards that have gone missing from the Light Guard into the sewers. Now, the Light Guard, I'm sure that they've already posted a missive or a bounty about it. They do pay some money, but I have particular interest because I believe that there is more going on than just a creature in the sewers. And I will happily pay you a stipend as well, in addition to what you are paid by the Light Guard to bring me information specifically about what you find down there. That might be, let's say, above the pay station of the Light Guard themselves. they are not exactly magically inclined, and I believe that the force that is down there is magical in nature. It might cause more harm than good to explain it fully to them, whatever you find, but I am particularly interested in what is down there. So, if we have an understanding there, then I believe 1,500 gold on top of whatever you are paid by the Light Guard should suffice.
Each?
Total. Consider this an intro, a establishing of trust and capability, and we can see where it goes from there.
Very well. We could always use the funds, and understanding new potential magical artifacts is always in at least my interest.
Good.
Well,
Yes.
Diana is usually hard up, so I think that that's fair.
I did have a personal question for you, though.
Yes.
You want to go again?
right now.
What led you into your particular, field of study?
Well, I was a statesman by trade. I was a politician here in the city of Samor, and did that for many decades. But I always had an inclination to magic and had interest in going to the school, and so I took a sabbatical from politics and decided to study magic. Found a knack for it, especially in the realm of transmutation. However, there was something that called to me. I believe that there's been a force of evil moving across Iridia in recent years. And while many would seek to fight it head-on in the name of good and justice and taking care of it, and while that is all well and good, I believe that there is more power in understanding why and where this is coming from, what purpose it is trying to serve, because it is only when you understand the root of something that you truly understand how to destroy it forever.
Stop it! Sorry. What are you, an idiot? I already know the answer to that. I'm so sorry. Well, there's something wrong with this one.
God, sorry, I'm just very invested in this particular topic.
To be fair, I think that anyone who considers themselves part of an adventuring group has something wrong with them, but
That one in particular, obviously.
And,
Gesturing
let's
while you're
not
trying to
forget
talk.
about you.
that
You're
might be
so
very well
rude.
true. But
My intentions can be diverted. I just want you to know that.
in answer
Intentions
to your
can be because your
question,
mind is feeble.
I'm gonna go grapple Ostin.
across the table,
Oh,
Yes.
no, you cannot grapple me across the table.
you go to do so, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
That is a natural 1.
Okay.
Can
You
beat up.
go to move forward, and as you do, you freeze in place as your muscle seize up, and you see Uldrif just has his hand out. There's no fighting in my chambers.
I wasn't fighting.
Now, in answer to your question,
Like over the table.
yeah, just like you're literally frozen standing up over the
Literally
table.
going just
Crazy. While that's happening, he continues and just says, in summary, the understanding of that which would seek to destroy the good and light of life, I seek to understand, to better create defenses against such evil. That is my purpose. But with that purpose comes a price. I remain here at the college as its purveyor of forbidden arts, but I am strictly and magically bound to not leave the campus. It's a mutually assured destruction safeguard, precisely. So that is why I look for strong adventurers like yourselves to go and tell me of the world at large, what you have seen, and take care of us at home here in Samor to make sure that I'm keeping an eye on all fronts. So
I'm going to do an insight to see if he is in fact on the up and up. And
go for an insight check.
When he says he's magically
15.
restrained, can I take a view around and see if I can see sources of that?
19.
Make an Arcana check. What'd you get?
19.
19. Seems he chooses his words carefully, and that makes sense as someone who's a former politician. So although he's tough to read, he certainly believes what he says. and seems to be truthful about his intention.
Corvum won't say anything. He'll just understand. Well, he'll say understood.
Yeah. And then
24.
24 on Arcana. There is so much magic in this room. I mean, the chairs, magical. The tapestries on the wall, magical. The suits of armor, magical. The door, magical. All the doors, magical. It's so much magic, it's tough to point to which one of those would be to keep him there, supposedly. And then there's also just magic off of him. But there's magic coming off of all of you. This room is suffused with magic. You rolled 24? There's a particular magic in addition to this that just kind of sits over everything. It's not planar. But it's reminiscent of almost like a pocket dimension. Of like a plane within a plane that shouldn't exist in the size that it is.
Are we like in a big bag of holding or something?
We are not.
We wouldn't be
material
able to.
realm.
You say that, and as he finishes with you, he looks over and goes, "A very astute observation. Yes, we are indeed on the material plane, but under the safeguards and a more controlled environment of the school's purview. So."
Was that something by choice, or did you...
go ahead and make another wisdom save. Or actually, at this point, he drops it. So, what do I call all of you adventurers?
You may call us Misconduct.
Battle screen.
Well, Misconduct. I look forward to working with you and all that we may accomplish together.
I have a question. During the platinum auction, I saw, I believe he was a lord in gold garments. Garb. Do you know who this person is?
And he looks over to Devlin and goes, Devlin, does this individual ring any
about
bells?
more time.
And Devlin kind of takes a second and goes,
Ask about him.
You did not.
I really wanted to.
I mean, there were bigger things to worry about.
Devlin, after thinking for a moment, goes, I did see an individual who wore a gold cloak. Are there any other defining features you noticed of them?
No, not necessarily.
I mean, there was one particular individual who had a gold cloak. They also had an eye patch, but they looked interesting. But there's a lot of interesting people at the Platinum Auction.
Okay, so not somebody that you're familiar with.
No.
Okay.
And on that note, we'll end our session.
Was he here, like, by choice, or did he agree to this?
We'll figure that out.
I just
That's
didn't answer
next
that.
time.
Huh?